Well, hello, Ralph, and welcome in to another stream here. Let me see if I can get this up here. All right, you're in, Ralph, now. So we're in here. So I hope everybody enjoys this. Ralph, tell everybody how they can find you and everything here.
Yeah, I'm on. You can find me on my YouTube channel and on Sports Nuts here network. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, Ralph Williams RW Media, and Facebook, Twitter X. Please don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'm also on Tumblr. I'm also on LinkedIn, and I'm also on Discord and the Kick Network as well at times. And so I'll be on those networks also.
Yeah. And also I am on the Sports Nuts too as a co-host on their show. Please go follow them. And I'm on the Tiger Stripes Media, and I'm on Ralph's shows every Saturday and probably Sundays. So, so you can find me there, and also Pensman Sports also. Also, Ralph, look, you ready for this? As we can see this, the 49ers are favored by 3.5. I mean, what do you think about that? Is the 49ers could possibly actually beat the Bears today?
Well, the 49ers, they have an experienced team. The Bears, sometimes their defense gets undisciplined, and I've seen them lose some games because of it. And I'm hoping that Dennis Allen has his defense up and moving and in the right direction tonight. This is a key game. Chicago's in a bunched up division with Green Bay, Detroit, and also with the Minnesota Vikings, who still have an opportunity as well. That division is bunched up with playoff opportunities here. I'm very, very impressed with Ben Johnson, with what he has done with Caleb Williams. This is going to be a challenging game for the Niners tonight. They need to be on their A game. Shanahan and Robert Saleh with the defense. So let's see what they do tonight. Let's see what Shanahan dials up on offense, and let's see what Saleh dials up on defense. And, it's going to be an interesting game tonight, Brian. It's not going to be anything easy. So,
Well, yeah, I think that's so too. I'm just hoping that CMC will show up. I'm kind of worried about Caleb Williams, can run all over this defense. And also, if you really want to take possession here, let's see how they do against this defense of the 49ers, because they can pass all day on them if they really want, because this defense right now is kind of a weak defense,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And
So
it is exactly. And, Dennis Allen and Robert Saleh are both two good defensive coordinators. Dennis Allen, both of them have been former head coaches that didn't do so well. Okay. And so, Dennis Allen's had two tries at it. Robert Saleh with the Jets, and got ran out by Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, that's but you have, it's going to be a defensive battle between them two, and then you have Ben Johnson going up against Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's a pretty good offensive mind, as well as not only just a head coach.
Yeah. And good evening to the Sports Nuts, Brandon Keeler.
Yeah, absolutely, Brandon Keeler. How are you?
Yeah, how are you? So, but
I was on earlier. If those of you who didn't tune in, go on the Sports Nuts Network, or also go on my YouTube channel and Pensman Sports. We did the play-by-play for the Steeler Cleveland Browns game, which was a disgrace. If you're a Steeler fan, of course, another one of Mike Tomlin's specials. And here we go. Lose a game you're supposed to win. Mike Tomlin's known for that. And I think the Steelers are going to be 9-8 again this year, and it's going to be another 9-8 Mike kind of a season. So just to let everyone know that, Steeler fans.
Well, here's the kickoff. Sky Moore is going to, and Sky Moore is going to take it, and it's going to come out to about the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Good start right there, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it in here on my my TV behind me here doesn't work. I got to try to get it on something else here. Looking to see if I can get it on either Peacock or one of the other stations.
All right, they're gonna. I think they won the toss. So 49ers going to get the ball here. I'd like to see them go down here and score real quick, but we know how that goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Brock Purdy's in shotgun.
Yeah, Purdy's got to be on his A game tonight. I mean, he can't fumble the ball.
Oh, and there's an interception already.
Wow.
Already to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Bears.
Jeez. I told you. It's
already.
It's going to be one of them games tonight.
Yep.
It's not
Brock
going to be
Purdy
easy.
Was trying to go to Jennings, and Edwards caught the ball, and they ran it in for a touchdown for 34 yards. That was happened too quick.
Was it Tremaine Edmonds? That's Terrell Edmonds' brother plays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was that? That's him. If it's him at linebacker.
And the his kick is good. So it's 7-0 Bears real quick.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
I told you.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with Ben Johnson, as I mentioned before. And then he went out and got Dennis Allen as defensive coordinator. That's a smart move, for a new head coach. Go out and get somebody with some experience at defense.
Yeah, that didn't take long. Well, my thing is, he was trying to go to what happened was and Brock Purdy passed it short. It was intended for Jennings, and he just missed it, and there was two guys up. So that's what happens, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
And there's
didn't.
Pensman Sports coming in here.
Yeah, how you doing, Pensman? He and
Yeah.
I took the Steeler game earlier. So
Yeah.
let's see if I can get this in here somehow.
And then Brock Purdy throws a pick. Yep, we just called it a minute ago.
Jeez,
Jeez.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then they're probably going to take a. What did you think? I know you talked about it on their show. What did you think about Pitt going forward on 4th down and 1 at the 1? That was ridiculous, I think.
Well, yeah, I think it should have took the points, and then it was a bad play call, and you know, Narduzzi at it again. Losing a bowl game. He's 2-6 in bowl games in his 11-year career. He just lost his defensive coordinator who retired, Randy Bates. He just lost his linebackers coach to UConn for defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And he's losing some other coaches. So his special teams coach went somewhere. A lot of people are pulling out, and I think they see the writing on the wall. And I think either by sometime tonight or tomorrow or sometime at the beginning of the year, I believe that Alan Green, the AD at Pitt's, going to fire him because
really?
I know the intention was for him to have a better season, go to a bowl game and win it this year. And so him and Jeff Capel, the men's basketball coach, were put on probation. They were told that if the season wasn't good and, go to at least to the NCAA or something or some kind of bowl game and win it. He was looking very carefully at it. I know the alum because I have friends on the alum committee that they were going around taking up a collection from the alum to try to buy out Narduzzi's big buyout clause. I don't know what it is. I've heard different figures. You know how these coaches are, Brian. They got these big buyout clauses now, and you can't buy them out, and you're stuck with them. And Pitt went on, got some money. They got some donors to pitch in. I'm told, and there's going to be a lot of people out of work. I think either this week or probably during the new year. But Alan Green has already made it clear. Alan Green was the assistant AD, and he did a really good job at Tennessee. So, we'll see what he does here at Pitt. I'm anxious to see if he does make a move. Or if he makes Pat Narduzzi go get different assistants or something, because Cade Bell, this is the second bowl game he blew it. He blew it last year against Toledo. He blew it in the bowl game. So.
Well, anyway, Brock Purdy just threw a short pass, and it was per Saul, and he missed it. And then McCaffrey ran right, and he only got like 3 yards. So that's where we stand right now.
Okay. Yeah.
There's Brock Purdy in a shotgun formation, 3 wide, 4 actually wide. Here's a pass, and it's going to pass to Tungsten, and that's an 18-yard pass play. So it's now 1st and 10 at Bears 34-yard line. So maybe it is. But he threw that one through the needle on that one. I don't know why, but he did.
Okay.
Here's McCaffrey up the middle. He's going to get some more yards on that one.
Well, I'm glad McCaffrey's healthy to help out Purdy. I mean,
I'll tell you this. If they didn't have McCaffrey, I think the 49ers would have to do something serious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, bad.
Yeah, they're going to have to eventually, sooner or later here, find some kind of a really good backup for him because he gets hurt a lot, McCaffrey. He really does.
All right, 2nd and 1. McCaffrey's just going to run it right up the middle, got the 1st down. I think they got it. Nope, it's a 1st down. They got it at the 34-yard line. All right, let's see what they have here. It's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Under 12, 19 to go.
we'll see what happens here now.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Ralph, when
Yes.
we get to a time here, we told everybody last week, what do you think about Jacksonville? I mean, winning some games now.
Oh man, you know what? I never expected Liam Cohen to be such a good coach and have this team motivated. And then when he went into the draft and brought in Travis Hunter, drafted him, I knew that he was out for blood this year. I knew he was going to make Jacksonville a better football team. Look what he did with Baker Mayfield down in Tampa. This is the second offensive coordinator that Todd Bowles has lost, and now Tampa looks lost. They're not going to make it in the playoffs this year. They're under 500, and there's stories going around. I talked to my friend Peter Blake down in the Sports Web tonight, and he said they want Todd Bowles out. All the fans are screaming and hollering, and
Really?
so he's had a lot of injuries on defense. A lot of guys playing like bums, and when you have that kind of a problem, you're not going to win many games, and so that's what's going on down there. But Liam Cohen taking over Jacksonville, getting Travis Lawrence motivated, and playing well down there. At a Denny, he's playing good too. So I mean, he's got that offense rolling. Defense is even doing pretty good. I can't remember who their defensive coordinator is, but it's a pretty good name if I can remember correctly. But they're doing real good there. He's got that team motivated to play. So
Well, San Francisco just got a 49er DJ Robertson just got it at the 1 yard line, a 25-yard pass play is first and goal, and also there's a penalty on the flag, and it's defensive holding, and it was
okay, good. Yeah, I'm watching. I see it now here. I have it here on my screen. So
look at him down there. Nobody touched him. Nobody touched him.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So yeah.
Well, we'll see what that is.
Oh my goodness!
Fouls up here.
Tungsten touchdown.
Yep, there it is.
San Francisco.
Yeah, baby.
Touchdown.
So I just want to let everybody hear that touchdown, and the point is extra. It's good. So they went down
when we have some commercials here, I got a song I'm singing.
Oh, okay.
A new song that Pensman and I came up with, and I spoke to a couple bands that I'm friends with in Pittsburgh, and they're putting together a song for us. And wait till you hear it.
Oh, is this about Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be hilarious. This is going to be so much fun here. Brandon, the Sports Nuts chimed in, had such a fun day with the water heater going out and other stuff. Worst day of a very long time. Yeah, I know how that hot water can actually happen. That's happened a couple times, right, Ralph? We all know what happens to hot water heater.
Oh yeah, yeah. My mother's had a share of hers there. We have, fortunately for me, when I bought this house here, we haven't. It's practically new, so it's only about a year old. Not even that.
Well, I don't even know how old mine is. Mine's probably like 3 people can take a bath and it's already got cold water and it's not even hot. Sometimes when I wake up, it ain't even happening on that one. Injury update for San Francisco 49ers here. I'm going to put this one in there. There we go. There's an update. There we go. So T. Williams will be questionable to return to the 49ers defense or offense, actually. It could be defense.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. All right, that play took nine plays, 65 yards in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
So now it's a commercial break.
All right. Now we got a new song out there, and those of you who are Steeler fans and you're watching tonight, if you're not, there's a song out there that they sing called Pittsburgh's Going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Well, Pensman and I switched it around. Here we go. Steelers 9-8. Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin will be 9-8. Here we go. And we can't move the football. Here we go. The Steelers, they are bums. Here we go. Then they go and try to beat Cleveland, and they can't win at the Brown Stadium. Here we go. 9-8. The Pittsburgh Steelers, it's the standard. 9-8. Pittsburgh Steelers, 9-8. Mike Tomlin, 9-8 is the standard of the Steelers organization. Here we go. Something like that effect. So
that's actually a pretty good one.
yeah, I got a couple bands I reached out to, friends of mine that are going to try to work on it here. I'm going to see which one's going to help me with this. So,
that would be a cool song if y'all can actually really do it.
Oh, we're going to do it. I'm trying to get it done. And I was on a show on Pittsburgh Urban Radio earlier before I made dinner after we were done with our post game, and I told Luther Dupree and I'm going to be doing it too. So, we'll see what happens. So.
Oh, that's going to be nice when you do it. And then we're going to have Ralph's Kitchen later on to tell us what he had for dinner.
Yeah, I had pot roast, mashed potatoes, peas. It was good.
Yeah, I'm coming over to your house next week.
Hey, I got the pot roast. I got the pot roast from a company. I'm going to mention them once and once only. They don't pay me. Butcher Box. They have. They're kind of like a Omaha Steaks, but they're not as expensive as Omaha Steaks. And you can get a box every 2 months. You pick your box how you want to do it. I get fish, I get shrimp, I get chicken nuggets, I get pot roast, I get steaks, I get hot dogs, whatever you want. They have this list of stuff you can pick. Make your own box. Costs anywhere from $200 to $400, and you get one every 2 months.
Nice. Well, Caleb Williams is in a shotgun formation. Ooh, nice pass there. Cole Kmet made the was out there. That's 7 yards. Caleb Williams is 58% and 227 yards. Total touchdowns is 26 and 7 turnovers so far on the year. All right, here we go.
Bears got a pretty decent offensive line. That Darnell Wright's been around a long time.
Yeah. Williams is going to pass, and it's going to be batted down. So it's going to be 3rd and 30 at the Chicago 36-yard line.
That was a good defensive play there by the 49ers. Bat the ball down. He's got to get that ball a little higher. He's got to figure something out here, Caleb Williams. He can't be doing that.
Yeah, that defense was right in his face.
Yeah, I know. They got a pretty good offensive line here. I mean, Ben Johnson's assembled a nice group of guys here. So let's see what happens.
Well, they got 2 up top. They're going to spread it out here. Looks like it's going to be a pass. It is. And he's trying to look. Ain't nothing there. And he's just going to throw that one away. And almost intercepted it.
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting.
There is a flag down.
Well, we could. There could be a penalty here.
Yeah, illegal man downfield.
No, it's illegal man downfield. Okay, yeah,
I think so. Let's see. That's what I'm thinking because that's what the announcer says. But we'll see here. We shall return. There's no flag. How is that not right?
Yeah, that is true. Well, we had Hussey today for the referee in our game, the Steelers in Cleveland.
Really?
Horrible. Oh, he's horrible. Oh, he was calling some bad officiating today too.
Yeah,
I'm getting sick of it. Somebody of course, Roger Goodell's not going to do anything. He's a do nothing anyway.
Yeah. Well, the Penguins are up 4-0. 4-0.
Oh, what? Oh, excuse me. You mean the Penguins are up? Excuse me, 4-0. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh boy. No, we're just having fun. So far, some of the games as we know here. Let me see here. I'm going to get some of the scores here real fast. ESPN.
Here, hold on. I can get you some scores here.
Yeah, I got them.
While you do that.
All right, I got them. All right, the Bengals tortured the Cardinals 37.
How about the Eagles? How about the Eagles and the Bills 13-12? Wow.
Yeah,
that was neither offense could move the football here. I mean, that was.
What do you think about the Patriots being 13-3 now, 8-0?
Yeah, I never expected that from Mike Vrabel this year, but I kind of suspected it because Mike Vrabel was determined to resurrect his coaching career after a pretty successful career at Tennessee. But he's got his buddy with him, Josh McDaniel, and the offense is doing pretty well. Drake May has come around, and so they have the defense, the offense. They're doing pretty well with Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. What do you think about this one too? The Bills versus the Eagles, 13-12.
And that's what the mighty has fallen. 12. I mean, that was wow.
Yeah, how the mighty has fallen on that one.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. That was a game that, it was a dogfight, and who would ever thought? The Vikings Lions. The Vikings beat the Lions. I said I've said many times on many shows that I thought that Dan Campbell was going to struggle this year without his coordinators, and I was right. And he has. So, I mean, and he's trying to trying to shove a square peg into a round hole, and he just can't do that. And, so Ravens beat the Packers. Buccaneers lose to the Dolphins today. And again, as I mentioned earlier, there's Todd Bowles calls out there for him to be fired. 42-10. As we said, the Patriots, the Steelers lose, as we know, as I just talked about. The Jaguars pulled it out against the Colts. The Colts, boy, how the mighty have fallen. Beginning of the year, the Colts, they were doing pretty good. They were on a roll, and then all of a sudden just drifted away. Daniel Jones got hurt. They brought in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, who, still can't win games. So the Saints beat the Titans, and the Seahawks beat the Panthers 27-10. How about them Seahawks?
Seahawks. I mean, I thought that. Well, I kind of figured that they would actually win, but Brock Purdy's back to pass here in Kitchen, so,
Giants blew out the Raiders. I thought that was going to be a dogfight. Two bad teams. Giants blew out the Raiders 34-10. So.
What is the Ravens? I mean, what does the Raiders have anyway? They don't really have anything.
Oh man, they had Geno Smith. I think he was hurt. They went with Kenny Pickett, or he struggled or something. They had Kenny Pickett in there for a little bit. Chip Kelly got fired, their offensive coordinator. Pete Carroll, the rumor has it he might get fired at the end of the year. I don't know what they're going to do with Pete Carroll. If I was Pete Carroll, I would have stayed out of football. He's trying to be like Bill Belichick, have a 70s revival. He's 70 years old or whatever. Now, I have nothing against old people doing anything like that, but you know what? I think somebody like him and Belichick, they need to stay with what commentating and doing analysis and stuff like that. Maybe you're better off with that. Look at Tony Dungy. Look at Bill Cowher. I mean, those guys, they're good at what they do, and they don't want to coach again.
Well,
Rex Ryan. I mean, look at him. I mean, I wish I was a coach or a former athlete.
That's right.
It's real easy.
Right now, Brock Purdy just try to run it for a first down, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 at San Francisco 35.
You know what? Brock Purdy proved a lot of people wrong. Steelers passed on him.
Yeah.
They could have had him. And he went dead last in the draft. We took Chris Udoka, who's now starting for Kansas City. We cut Udoka after training camp. So,
and
now he's starting for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has a Super Bowl ring. So, I mean,
they're going to try to pass here, and it's going to be batted down. Oh, that's going to bring up 4th down from 4th and 6.
Now, time to punt unless Shanahan's going to go for it. I don't think he will.
I don't think he will. He's not.
No.
My thing is right now is, why can't you just run the ball? You got CMC back there. You know,
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, he'll give you 5 or 6 yards. I mean, why couldn't they just run it to the outside?
You know, the best thing Shanahan could do is not outsmart himself. What he needs to do is he needs to, call the game, use the running game, and if the running game's working, stick with it until they stop it. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, totally. And he's going to give it at the 16-yard line, where Chicago's going to have to step it up here. What about the Bengals beating the Cardinals? I mean, the
Yeah, Zach Taylor
37-14.
seems to always have that team at the end of the season kind of pick it up a little bit. They've had Joe Burrow was out. They got rid of, or they ended up acquiring Joe Flacco. And the Bengals' problem is offensive line and their defense stinks. They really don't have much on defense except for Mike Hilton and what's Hendrickson. That's it.
Mhm.
They don't have anybody else. They really don't. And they spend all their money on offense, just like the Steelers spend all their money on defense. They spend all their money on offense. Higgins, T. Higgins, and Chase all got big contracts. Burrows, can't help the club if you're in the tub, and he's been out. They pay him big money. So, I mean, their offensive line has been suspect for years. Even in the Super Bowl against the Rams, they ended up, having a problem. So, Ladarius Mims is a bum. I mean, so.
It is what it is what it is, like we always say.
Yeah. Dave Wannstedt used to say that. It is what it is.
It is what always. We got some NBA scores. The Raptors beat the Warriors 141 to 127. Why?
Those scores, man.
Where's the defense in that?
There's no defense anymore, Brian, in the NBA. That's why I don't watch it. That's why I don't follow it.
I mean, look at the scores. I mean, look at this.
There's no defense.
Wizards up on throttled the Grizzlies 116 to 112, and the Thunder 128 to 104.
Wow.
Over the 76ers. Trailblazers 114, Celtics 108. And then 2 games tonight, you got the Clippers against the Pacers. I mean, the Pistons, and the Lakers versus the Kings. So, yeah, that's just some of the scores. Ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They are.
They're just, oh, man.
They are what they are. I mean, I should start becoming a 76ers fan because I have a radio show now in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you should. Oh, jeez.
Well, down here where I live, people are 76ers fans. I talked to a lot of people down here. They love the 76ers. Washington Wizards, maybe. I don't even know if the Wizards are still around.
You might have to.
I don't follow the NBA. I stopped following them when Jordan got out.
I did too.
I believe it or not, I like Dennis Rodman. I thought he was a good basketball player, a good defensive player. Just did some crazy antics, but he made the game fun.
Yeah.
The old Bulls, Chicago Bulls, and the Celtics years ago, and 76ers.
Sports says they are who they thought they were.
Yeah, I know.
And then he adds onto it. 76ers are looking for more fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
hey, you know what though, Brian? The Philly fans are passionate too, just like some other cities. I mean, if you're not playing well, they don't show up for games.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, so far,
really, Philly. Other than the Eagles, the Phillies really the Phillies haven't done anything, and the Flyers haven't done anything, and the Sixers haven't done anything. So they had a UFL team for a little while. The Stars, they didn't do much.
Well, right now it's 4th and 4 at the 22-yard line. They haven't really done nothing but pass the ball, and it's been completed. But they're running. They're not really doing anything for the Bears right now. So it's 4th and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Well, Caleb Williams has to use his legs. I mean, if he's going to get sacked, he needs to start running. He needs to get out of that pocket.
Yeah.
Scramble left, scramble right, whatever you got to do. I don't get it. He has legs. He can use it as a weapon. And I would just tuck and run if that's what you have to do. I mean, San
Yeah.
Francisco's going to bring it. Robert Saleh is known to bring it. Their defense is really strong. And as I mentioned, you have two good defensive coaches with good defensive minds here,
Yeah, totally. Well, they're going to punt it here, and they're going to get good field position.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, they backed him up to about the 30-yard line. Now he's going to run it here, and there's not much there.
You know what? This kickoff
more.
stuff is terrible. And
I know.
oh, man, it's just, you can't pin anybody anymore. I mean, you really
No, you
can't.
No.
I mean, it's tough to pin. Everybody has good field position. I mean, I bark about the Steelers special teams. You really can't, unless it's punt, then you can really pin somebody. But kickoffs, forget it,
Oh, yeah. You got to have a real good punter to really back them up,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And some of these punts are like 30-something yards for, I want somebody that can actually kick it 50 to 60 yards,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget to check out our shorts from the post-game show.
There goes McCaffrey. He's at the 40 to the 50. Gets loose. He's at the 40, 30. He's down at the 20-yard line, 19-yard line. Well,
wow.
23-yard
nice
line.
run from McCaffrey. There's some good blocking by the 49ers.
41-yard run play.
Wow.
First and 10 at the Bears 25.
Purdy's got his legs are weapons. I mean, so.
I mean, look at that cut that he does.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, he's a good running back when he's not injured. I mean, that's
exactly. I mean, he's just outrunning them. I mean, that's a good play right there. That's what they need to do, just run the ball.
Here, I got some comments that came in after we did our post-game show today.
Okay, go ahead.
This is from Cochran. He says, time for Tomlin, an offensive coordinator, and the defensive coordinator, Terrell Austin and Arthur Smith, to go bye-byes. He said they all got to go. Enough is enough. Dan is a mainstay. So there you go. Cochran says that. Thank you for your comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
yep. No, please subscribe to the Pinsman Sports and all other channels.
Absolutely.
Like the Sports Nut, Ralph RW Media, and Tiger Stripes Media on YouTube. So there.
That's
good run there. Wow. Robertson right up the gut for another.
He said Dan is a mainstay. He meant Dan Rooney. I spoke about that. I don't know if you know the story a little bit about why the NFL and the Steelers don't get along. Yeah. I can give you a little bit of that when we get a commercial break or something.
That's fine. 49ers so far, 2 plays, 56 yards, and it's taken 37 seconds off the clock.
You know what? Chicago's probably going into a soft zone. And if you're doing a soft zone or a blitz, the best way to stop a blitz, Brian, is
there it goes. Touchdown. Brock Purdy just runs it.
There you go.
Yards in.
I just said it earlier. Use your legs as much as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
If you need to, you don't have your first or second or third option to throw or run. Use your legs. And there are design plays for that. I mean,
And there's our little sound effect there.
There it is, 14-7 now.
Yeah.
The kick.
Gotta love my sound effects on that one, Ralph.
I love it, man. That's great.
So that's just my graphics. I mean, they just run it right in. What they did was, if anybody's listening, point is actually good. 49ers up 14-7 over the Bears. I mean, it could be 14-0 if they didn't have the interception.
Yes, absolutely, it should be. It really should. Shoot.
But Ralph, your short, the shocking truth about the Mike Tomlin has already got a lot of views already.
Yes, it has.
It's already mine is already at 550 already.
Yeah, and I just put those out not less than an hour ago because I ate my dinner and I put my shorts out. So
So yeah, Brock Purdy so far is 5 for 9 for 63 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Caleb Williams is 1 for 4 for 7 yards, no touchdowns.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
McCaffrey.
Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, and them. They got to get it together with the Bears. They have to do something here. They got
There's
to
something missing.
dial up some different plays or do something here.
Yeah,
You know?
there's got to be something missing for Chicago.
Well,
You know?
right now they're up against a Robert Saleh defense. I mean, I told you he was the defensive coordinator at San Francisco before he went to the Jets, and he was good then. And Kyle Shanahan has brains, unlike some other coaches that we know that are satisfied with 9-8. Kyle Shanahan wants to go to the Super Bowl, so he went and he got Robert Saleh back. And I would have hired Robert Saleh in a minute and got rid of Terrell Austin with the Steelers, but Mike Tomlin don't think like that. And one other thing you got to understand too, Mike Tomlin, he don't want anybody smarter than him. He wants all yes men. Guys he had, he ran them out so that were smarter than him. So
Ralph, what did you actually? I know you probably didn't really watch the game yesterday. You probably did. What did you think about? I know I'm a Clemson fan, and you're up there.
I watched a little bit of Penn State. Clemson
What did you think about the Penn State Clemson game overall? And here's why.
I wanted Terry Smith to win. No offense to Clemson, but I did say, and you heard me on the college football show, that Dabo Swinney needed to win this game because the last couple of years he's had some bad times in the last few years, and I think he needs to win. He needed to win that game yesterday. Now, I think Terry Smith wanted to go out on top, and I tell you what, Penn State played for him toward the end. I mean, as soon as James Franklin got fired, they played for Terry Smith. I mean, they really did, and I thought he was going to get that job. And I made a mention that if he would have beat Ohio State, I think he would have got that job because they haven't been able to beat Ohio State for a long time. And I'm a Terry Smith fan. I thought Pitt should have hired him as a recruiter and associate head coach. They didn't, and he gets all those nice players from WPIAL. Penn State was smart. They gave him a 4-year contract extension. From what I understand, he doesn't really want to be head coach, but he was taking the job because it was available at the time. He's in his 60s. I don't know if he really wanted to do that. So, I mean, he's satisfied being a recruiter and associate head coach. So, and I'm glad Penn State won, but it's not something that they want to be. They want to be, like they were when Paterno was their head coach, or Franklin got him a little bit there. Even, what's his name? That coaches Boston College. And he's coached at Boston College, was with New England, coached the Texans for a little while. Bill O'Brien, he coached Penn State when they were on probation. So he even did a pretty decent job. So, Penn State's a good program. Matt Campbell, I hope he does well there. This isn't Iowa State. You can't go 6-5 every year, 7-4. Iowa State's satisfied with that kind of stuff. Penn State, they want winners. They want a championship. They don't want, and they sell out all their games up there. Happy Valley State College, Penn State's their bread and butter up there. So,
Yeah. Well, Caleb Williams is through one high, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien, Pensman. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But, because I got so much information floating in my head right now. Sometimes it's hard. But,
Yeah, we kind of float everything when everything goes
but I'm
crazy.
glad that we have, Pensman and Brandon Keeler and stuff like that to tell us what's, because sometimes I lose track of some things.
All right. Well, Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation. He's going to look to his left, excuse me. He's going to complete it to Uburn, and he's going to pick up 10 yards there. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of Chicago.
Yeah.
That was a good pass there. I agree with you on that one. That was a good pass play.
Yes.
So, all right, here we go.
Hey, how about Brian NBC got the NBA back? How about that?
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. TNT lost it, I think, and TBS. They got bought out by a group. I'm hearing stories now AEW Wrestling might have to move. Netflix bought Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers owns TNT and TBS. So
really,
Yes.
That's actually different news there.
Yeah. But how about this news? TNA Wrestling is going to be on AMC starting in January. They're
Wow.
getting away from that Access TV and
Mhm.
going into finally getting on a network. They were once on Spike when Paramount was Spike, and so that's good. That's good news for the wrestling.
Oh, there's a
Thanks, Pensman, for that. He shared the stream.
yeah. Thank you, Pensman.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Hey, I'm gonna sing a mood. I'm gonna sing a mood tonight, Brian, because of that 9 and 8 thing that Pensman and I came up with. You know, 9
Yeah,
and 8.
exactly. Y'all should make a copyright it. Arvid.
Yeah, we're going to 9 and 8.
Oh, that 49ers just made a crazy
Mike
penalty
Tomlin
there.
will go 9 and 8. 9 and 8.
9 and 8.
9 and 8.
Ralph, to me, what y'all said at the beginning of the year, that he would actually do that. That, are you satisfied with 9 and 8 again for the third year in a row?
Smoke and Jim and I both said it. And then Smoke and Jim and I both said too, my co-host on Sports Corner and friend and media colleague, he said it as well, that they were going to go 9 and 8. George Pickens not being there was going to cause a problem because they never replaced him with a quality free agent. There was I say this again. Maury Cooper was out there. Stephon Diggs was out there. The guy from, and a few other guys,
By the way, Caleb Williams, a deep pass through Burton, 35-yard touchdown. The Bears has scored.
All right, so it's 14. I told you this was going to be a dogfight today.
This is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be no slaughterhouse here. This is gonna be a dogfight.
And that was the kick is up. The kick is good, and it's 14-14. It took 5 plays, 77 yards, and it took 1 minute and 54 seconds off the clock. That was a big strike right there. What did we say at the beginning? You can pass on this defense,
Oh yeah.
And that's
next week there's going to be some interesting games here. Carolina is going to play Tampa Bay at Tampa. Now Carolina's got to win this game to clinch the division. I believe. How about Dave Canellis? With Carolina. Oh my. With Bryce Young? He's really brought him around. Frank Reich couldn't do it. I thought Frank Reich would be the perfect coach for that team.
Mm-hmm.
He laid an egg. So so Colts versus the Texans. That's going to be an interesting game. Texans are trying to get some kind of leeway in the playoffs. Browns and Bengals. That's a wasted game. But anyway, Saints and Falcons next week on next Sunday.
That's actually going to be. That's actually a rival right there.
Yeah.
And the way the Saints are playing, you would think that
the way the Falcons are playing, no offense
I know.
to Keeler.
Yeah. We might be in trouble with that one.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do one of these. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Raheem Morris. Jeez, I'm disappointed in him.
There's a lot of things that you could be disappointed in.
Falcons should have hired Bill Belichick when they had the chance. They should have gave him a contract.
Way back then.
Yeah, that was right after he retired from New England. They offered him a contract before they hired Raheem Morris, and he didn't want it. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't what he wanted. I don't know.
No.
Packers Vikings. Yeah. Packers Vikings next week too.
What would happen if let's say this, and this is not thing here. What would happen if Mike Tomlin did get fired? Who would you want to be up there with
Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, first of all, he's a Pittsburgh guy. His parents still live in Pittsburgh. They live in the Greenfield section of Pittsburgh. It's the city of Pittsburgh. They don't live in the outskirts. They don't live 600 miles out of town. They live right in the city of Pittsburgh in the same house that he grew up with in Greenfield, in the Greenfield section. So when he's in town, and he comes to town quite a lot now because he has time on his hands, I would hire him to be the head coach. In fact, if Mike Tomlin, again, he don't want anybody smarter than him and any brains, which, we know where that's at.
Yeah.
He would hire him as offensive coordinator and bring in, I'm going to do this for Pensman, bring in Chip Kelly as a quarterback's coach to work with.
Not as an offensive coordinator.
No, not as an as a quarterback's coach. Bring him in and then have Mike McCarthy as your offensive coordinator. But again, you got to be a yes man, be a coach for Mike Tomlin. And let me ask you this question: has any coach so far, and that as long as Mike Tomlin, other than the ones that are already like the Arians and all that, we knew they were going to be head coaches.
Yeah.
Or LeBeau. In the last 10 years, has Mike Tomlin ever had anybody come from on his coaching tree become a head coach?
I don't think so. I haven't heard of one.
No.
I don't think I've heard of one that's come out of his coaching tree at all.
None. In the last 10 or 12 years, ever since like Todd Haley left, Bruce Arians got fired because he was too chummy with Ben. Apparently they didn't like it that way. Plus, and Dick LeBeau, they all became head coaches or went somewhere else and did better, and that's the way it is with Mike Tomlin right now. And it's really sad. And I'll tell you this, and I'll say this once, and I'll say it again. There's two things I'm going to say. Number one, I think Mike Tomlin, at the end of this contract, after 20 years, I think will step away. Because Art Rooney II, the owner, is planning on stepping away. His brothers and his kids are going to take over the Steelers. And I think when Art steps away, Mike steps away. Because I know the brothers, and I know this for a fact, and some of the minority owners, they want Mike Tomlin out. So, but they don't have the shares that Art Rooney has. So,
Yeah, that would, that's one of those things.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, yeah. And guess who's going to become a minority owner? I'm here. Bill Cowher.
Yeah, I can see that. I heard
Bill Cowher's going to become a minority owner. And if he does, he wants Mike Tomlin out.
So. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't understand why, and we'll go back to the game in a minute. Brock Purdy just incompleted a pass to Persall. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. But that's going to be incompleted. He tried to do a screen, though, and he couldn't do it. So, yeah. And Pensman says, thanks, Ralph. I think that would be a great OC. No, he's not an OC. He wants to be
I would bring him in as a quarterback's coach, and I would have Mike McCarthy be my offensive coordinator and assistant head coach. But see, Mike Tomlin doesn't want anybody that's smarter than him. I mean, that's why he has Arthur Smith in here, who's dumb as a box of rocks, and couldn't call a game out of a paper bag, in my opinion. And I heard a story and a rumor, and I'm going to say it here, as I said earlier. I heard a rumor from some sources that Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers and said, "I'll come back next year, but I don't want Arthur Smith here."
Yep. By the way, Brock Purdy just threw a deep pass to Persall for a 30-yard gain. It's going to be 1st down and 10 at Chicago's 45-yard line.
This is going to be a dogfight, Brian. This game is going to be really interesting. Both offenses and defenses are powerful. Who would ever thought the Bears? Seriously, I thought Ben Johnson was going to have tough sledding. He's doing better than his counterpart, Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn's doing horrible up in New York with the Jets.
McCaffrey just ran it 7 yards right up the middle. Up the middle.
Yep. I thought the Steelers should have took McCaffrey's brother. He's a wide receiver. Yeah. I Smoking Jim and I, when we go to our draft parties in Pittsburgh, I may be in Pittsburgh this year for a draft party. One or the other. I may either be with Brandon Keeler and you guys, or I've been invited by my friend Joe Kuglis, who does draftnation.com. I always put sponsorship money in for Draft Nation for their draft party, RW Media Productions. So.
There's a flag on the play, though. Well, let's see what this is going to be. Tell you what, McCaffrey's hard to bring down. He's slick.
Yes, he is. He's hard to bring down, but he's got to stay out of the tub. He's got to stay out of the injury bugaboo. I say it all the time.
Everybody says, has he gained a little step? No, he's actually lost a little step.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a good bruiser type, or a good running back who can, he's a lunch pail kind of guy. I mean, he'll come in and he'll play and he'll give you his all. But he just, in injuries, and that comes with being a running back. I mean,
exactly.
Running backs now, Brian, they only last 6-8 years and they're done. Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Some of them. And now the NFL has got this, they got these financial people teaching these athletes how to especially the new guys, how to manage your money, because nowadays guys are getting out after what 8-10 years. They're not staying around and getting beat up.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, there goes Brock Purdy around the right end, and that's going to be at 4 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line with 1:31 to go.
I could name you probably a half dozen or more players right now that probably should be out of the game because they get hurt too much. One of them's T.J. Watt. The other one is Michael Parsons. Right now, he's starting to fall. His body's starting to take its toll. And there's some other guys. You beat your body up in that game, and
oh yeah, you do.
But what you need to do is watch your money. I mean, don't do like Yarmer Yager did. I can tell you a little story about him. I know a guy who does a sports talk show up in Pittsburgh. I'm only going to use his initials, Double M. Double M and I are friends. We've been friends for years. He does a sports show up there, and he told me that he went one time. I was at a Bill Cowher press conference with him, and this was back in the 90s. He told me that Yarmer Yager went to Bally's in Las Vegas and put down $10 million on the blackjack table. And
Really?
he's got gambling debt out the yin yang. And why do you think he's still in his 50s playing hockey? Because he's got gambling debt that he still hasn't paid off. And he gave Bally so much business that they would send a private jet up to the Allegheny County Airport up in Pittsburgh to pick him up, and he always got free rooms. They would send their own private jet up to Pittsburgh to get him.
Jeez.
That's how much money he spent at Bally's. And he's an aggressive gambler, and he lost a lot of money. And Mark Madden Double M sat next to him at a blackjack table in Las Vegas and watched him put that money down. He told me that.
That's kind of things here.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what these athletes do, Brian. Look at Deion Sanders' one son, the other one, not Shador, the other kid. He's bankrupt. He had to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Because he took all of his NL money and spent it. You can't do that. Got to watch your money.
Well, right now, Ralph, the fans voted have put in their thing on the internet. San Francisco right now is at a 60% right now, and the Bears are 40% to win right now as the score 13-14, or 14-14. Excuse me. Also, Brock Purdy is 6 for 11 for 93 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Also, Caleb Williams is 4 for 8 for 61 yards, 1 touchdown here. McCaffrey leads the rushing for the 49ers. 8 attempts for 61 yards. Biggest gain is 7.6. And DJ Swift is 1 attempt for 8 yards. And so far, 10 first downs for the 49ers for the Chicago. Chicago is 0 for 2, and San Francisco is 3 for 4 on third downs. Total net yards is Chicago with 75 yards, and San Francisco is almost at the 200, but they're at 187.
I see.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
And
San Francisco's got the same record as Chicago. They both have 11-4 records. And, San Francisco's in second place behind Seattle in the NFC West, and LA's creeping up on them. The Rams, they're playing tomorrow night against the Falcons, I believe. And, I think they play the Falcons tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, that being the case, I think the Rams are going to win that game. San Fran has to they have to win tonight to keep up in that division.
Yeah.
And
to clinch the NFLC number 1 seed, the 49ers have to win tonight, and then again,
Seattle has to start losing. I mean,
and then they play the big game tomorrow next week against the Seahawks, and that's going to be a good game.
Seattle's 13-3, so if Seattle probably needs to lose one more game, they would have to lose their game. And then San Fran has to win tonight and next week. And then the Rams also, if they want to keep in track, they're going to have to do that. That's another bunched up division, but you got 3 playoff teams. And Arizona, of course, is 3-13.
McCaffrey at the 10, down at the 5-yard line.
Wow. Jeez.
He did. That was a 16
Boy,
yard.
I'll tell you what, he's eating up Chicago's defense. Dennis Allen better come up with some way here, stop
Dude,
this
that's
guy.
like 4 plays now that they've run right up the middle.
Yeah. That's
But the lanes, look at the hole. Look at this, Ralph. Look at the hole that they're giving him. Missed tackles too.
Yeah, exactly.
But we always know that
they've got some bad injury cases on at linebacker. I'm friends with some guys that cover the Bears on Huddle Sports Network, and they told me that
and
when the Bears were playing the Steelers, they said that they got some guys out for the year. Some key linebackers.
By the way, Ralph.
Yes.
We got something brewing here.
Okay, good.
Another touchdown, 49ers.
Wow. Oh my! This is becoming a shootout.
Yes, it is.
Francisco.
Wow.
I love that.
Wow. The interesting part about this, Brian, this game could go either way. It could be a defensive matchup or an offensive matchup. Right now, it's turning into an offensive matchup.
Yeah, and that was, and they put McCaffrey back there, and it's a 5-yard run. He ran it to the right side, and it was wide open. Nobody touched him. I mean, nobody touched him on that one. I mean, nobody.
And the offensive line's doing a good job of blocking too, so that's a good.
Yeah, that's the best I've seen them. But they're up 21-14. That was 9 plays, 75 yards. Took 4 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock.
Penguins are up in the third period, 7-2. Wow. Penguins 7-2. All right. By the time I start getting out and doing some scoring, winning some games. Well, you know what? It's to be expected. They have a new coach, defensive system now. They don't have that running gun stuff like Mike Sullivan. I used to call him mediocre Mike too, because he hasn't done anything for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it was time for a new voice and a change. And Dan Muse, his first year as a head coach, he's never been a head coach ever. And brought in some former Penguins as assistant coaches, so it's working out, I guess. We'll see. Season's still got what, 3 months more?
Yeah.
About April.
And think about this too. We got the Olympics coming down the pipe too in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we have the Olympics. Yes, we have that going on.
Yeah, we got the Olympics. Then we're going to have all kinds of stuff. NASCAR is going to start in February. And then don't forget, after NASCAR starts, you're going to have baseball to start.
Yeah, baseball starts.
Pitchers
and catchers report the beginning of February. And some of these teams, the Pirates are one of them, they have a mini camp in January where the pitchers and the catchers come and they throw, and the players are invited. It's not mandatory, but they have a mini camp. Like if they got new guys, they bring them in, and you're allowed to do that now. And that's been going on for a little while now. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, some teams do that. Not all. Some. Pirates do it.
Okay.
It does no good because the result's still the same. But I mean, but they've signed some free agents this year. It's looking pretty good. Went in the winter meetings, got low. They got a couple guys. They got that one reliever. So I think they're going to be okay. They didn't get rid of Mitch Keller yet, so at least they keep him Skeens. And the one minor leaguer that they kept down the minors for a little while, they're going to bring him up. So he's a good pitcher. So we'll see what happens. They tried some guys. They got rid of some guys who were injury cases and got some draft picks and players, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, by the way, speaking of the Pirates, I just got word here that they made a trade today. They traded speaking of Mitch Keller, he just went bye-byes. They traded him to the Chicago Cubs for 2 1-15 pitchers and 5 janitors. So
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Jeez. Okay, I guess we're giving their janitors away.
And 5 janitors. There we go. The popcorn vendor. There you go.
Is he actually okay? Then, since I'm a Cub fan, is he actually really good?
Who?
Is he actually really good?
Who?
The pitcher that you said.
Oh, Mitch Keller's good. Yeah, he's an all-star. Yeah, he didn't have a great season last year, but he still was at over 500. He did good.
So he's going to be okay. Well, at least he's in the Cubs organization.
No, he's not. That was just a joke.
I know. I wish he could be.
Well, I do that because that was the types of trades the Pirates were making when they had Neil Huntington as their GM. He was getting 1 in 15 pitchers in there, and that
would be a nice if we could pick up another pitcher. The Cubs
Yeah.
need a lot. The Cubs need a lot of things here.
Yeah, you'll see some stuff in the scrap heap coming up real soon. Guys who are veterans that you can get for 1 year at $1 million or something, and looking to prove themselves will go to another team and make 6 times more than what the Pirates will pay them. So Pirates will use them for trade bait. They do it all the time. So, you know, until Bob Nutting sells the team, which he's not. I mean, he was offered double by Mark Cuban, and he told Mark Cuban to eat it. So
there's a run by the Bears, and he's going to go up to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, wow. There we go.
40,
we got 57 people watching on YouTube here, it looks
How
like.
many?
57.
Yeah, 57 on the X.
Yeah, on the is that on X? Okay.
Yes, that's on the X. So come over on the YouTube side if anybody's on there, and subscribe to mine and Ralph Williams RW Media, and also Tiger Stripes Media, which would be at 24TS Media. So come over here on the YouTube side, subscribe to our channels. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Well, here comes the Bears right back to them. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 36-yard line. So that's 11-yard pass play. You know, got to do something. You know, the 49ers really haven't had a good year of getting to the quarterback. That's their problem, Ralph. They have not had a good year of getting to the quarterback this year. But they're still 11-4. Somehow they win this. 1st and 10, and there's an offsides. Free play. And Williams is going to throw it. Touchdown. And is that a touchdown? Hang on. Yep, touchdown. Caleb Williams to Loveland. 36-yard offsides against the defense. Decline. Touchdown. Bears. Wow. And the kick is up. The kick is good. 3 plays, 65 yards, a minute, 24 seconds. Can you believe this score? 21-21. No defense, Ralph. No.
Yeah,
defense.
I know. It's going to be an offensive shootout, it looks like. And, you know, both teams, Shanahan, as I said before, and Ben Johnson, both are good offensive minds. So it's going to be interesting, you know.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. Yeah, this is going to be quite. It's going to be one of them 60-60 games, you know.
Right.
I mean, these are good teams, though. We can't deny that these teams are actually going to be a good thing to have. That was I told you, you can pass on this defense when you can. You can do it.
You can do it with true value. That's a commercial. I told you I'm in a singing mood. Brian Christmas was here, you know. I mean, you know.
Well, go for it. You got the whole entire thing.
9 and 8.
9 and 8. 9 and 8. Is that going to be the new 9-8?
Yep, 9-8. There you go.
Yep, there you go.
I'm going to see if the guy that does my videos, I'm going to see if he can put one up called 9 and 8 Mike Tomlin. You know.
There we go. Oh, what fun
I need to bring back a segment I used to do on my former radio show called Sports. Well, I still have Sports Corner radio show, but it's on a different station now, and I don't do it anymore. I used to do the fake Mike Tomlin press conference.
Oh, well, you can. Yeah. I'd love to see what this press conference is going to be today after this one.
Yeah. Tuesday will be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay. He manipulates the Pittsburgh media. The only one person he doesn't manipulate is Brooke Pryor from ESPN. She asks him tough questions and he gets mad. And you should see some of the questions she asks him, and it irritates him. And you could tell in his face, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to have a couple people that used to do that years ago when I used to go to the Bill Cowher. I used to piss Bill Cowher off so bad, you know.
Really?
Well, one time there was this kid. He was a rookie reporter. He was from the Johnstown TV station, right? And he's sitting there and he says to me, "Look, this is my first time here. Do you have any tips as to what I need to say or do?" I said, "Let me tell you something. just don't repeat or don't ask if coach says something like he tells you about an injury, don't ask him again about the player being hurt. He gets real mad. What does this guy do? He goes and he asks Bill Cowher about Joel Steed, who used to be our nose tackle back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And he says about Joel Steed, and he goes, well, what's going on with Joel Steed? And he said, didn't you hear the injury report? You didn't listen, did you? He said, I told you that Joel Steed has a knee injury and he'll be out. And, and then I turned around and I told that kid, I says, I told you didn't listen to me, did you? You know what I mean? I told you not to repeat. He had already given that. And I saw him chew out a reporter because he said Ben Roethlisberger had a bad thumb and wasn't going to play. And what's this reporter do? Well, what's the deal with Ben's thumb? He said, I just told you what the deal is with Ben's thumb, John. Guy's name was John. He says, I told you, John. Didn't you listen, John? Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear about Ben's thumb. I already told you about Ben's thumb. Oh, my gosh. I mean,
that sounds like a fair. When somebody tells you not to say something and you say it.
I told the kid, Brian, I mean, I literally said to this kid, I says, look, don't say anything. Like if he gives you an injury report, like on Joel Steed, he told us that Joel Steed had a knee injury. And, and then,
don't say anything about it.
Yeah, it's just, I told that kid, I said, see, he said, oh, but I'm new here, man. I said, that don't mean nothing, man. If you're going to ask a question, you better ask something that's, you know what I mean?
A simple question.
Well, not just that either. I'm the type that asks tough questions. A lot of people won't come on my shows, Brian, because I ask tough questions and they don't like it.
Yeah. Right now, the San Francisco driving down at the 45 of Chicago's.
Wow. This is going to be an offensive shootout, man. This is going to be a 40s game.
And then they let Scott Moore loose.
And we're not even at the half yet. I mean, I know.
And also, Sky Moore just ran 10 yards.
Oh, Sky Moore is good. Yeah, he's a good receiver.
And they just did one of those.
There was another guy. That was another guy that was available. The Steelers could have had.
Yeah,
Sky Moore. And I'm going to use John Taffer from Bar Rescue, and they didn't. Because he always says, and they didn't.
Yeah. In the next play, Brock Purdy got sacked by 7 yards.
Ooh,
by Booker. Yeah, that's what hurts.
Booker's a good player. I've seen Booker play. Yeah, he's a good player.
I think they were just trying to roll him out, and there was nobody there.
Nobody there. Yeah,
nobody was there. That's a hairdo.
Yeah, like I said, I know a little bit about the Bears more probably than San Fran because I'm friends with some Bears guys on the Huddle Sports Network. So that they cover the Bears. They're Bears fans. They do all this type of stuff like we're doing here.
Yeah.
So
there's a 4 receiver set here, 2 up top. Brock Purdy's going back to pass, and he's just going to pass to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's at the 30 to the 40. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, McCaffrey's eating up that Chicago defense. I mean, he's running really good, and as I've said before, as long as he's healthy, he can. McCaffrey's just one. He could be a big weapon, but he has to stay healthy. I mean, that's his biggest problem.
That was a pass play right there for 14 yards right there.
Yeah, he can catch out of the backfield. He can run. I mean, he's just an all-around good athlete. And like we talked earlier about retirement early. I mean, a lot of these running backs, like I said, 6 to 8 years, maybe 10, and they're done.
Yeah. They're going to drive them off.
Terrell Davis got bad knees forever. He can't, he's got issues,
Hey, Ralph.
Yes.
So far, the DraftKings Sportsbook had them. The live odds right now is 51.5. That was the odds over and under today.
Wow.
So yeah. So
I don't bet. So
no, I'm just saying.
Stuff,
But that's this.
I do know a professional handicapper that does a radio show in Tampa. I do know a professional handicapper.
Yeah. I mean, that is unreal that they said 50.1.5, but they're already close to getting that now.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to happen here. This game's going to go into the 40s, I think, if the offense keeps doing this. The defenses are just, I don't know. They just kind of like shut down tonight. I mean, you got both quarterbacks. This is a what they call a Western standoff here. I mean, this is just a battle of of two teams with an offense.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and Brock Purdy's going to be back to pass. He's just standing there looking. There's a guy wide open. Oh, and he missed it. That was Brisker right there, and he missed it. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Go for it. Go for it. I would go for it. Yep, they're going to keep him on the field. They're going to have to go for it on this one, I believe. That was a good defensive. They're letting them play tonight. All right, Brock Purdy is in a shotgun formation. And it's going to be 3 wide. And Brock Purdy is going to look, a short pass to the middle to Pascal. 14-yard pickup at about the 25-yard line.
There you go.
Down at the 24, be 1st down and 10.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, and Shanahan's got that West Coast offense that actually works pretty well. It fits San Francisco. It fits the Bill Walsh had that. He invented the West Coast offense.
Yeah, he did. They're just letting them play.
Yeah, there you go. As long as they're playing and having fun and doing what needs to be done, controlling the line of scrimmage. I've said this many times: offense and defensive line, controlling the line of scrimmages, you can win football games.
There goes McCaffrey right up the middle for
4
yards. 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
These are 2 good playoff teams. We might see.
They are. I mean,
we could see this again.
Yes, we could see this again. Yes, absolutely. And you know what's interesting? You never know who's going to go to the Super Bowl, because when the playoffs come, that's a whole new season. Starts all over again. It just revolves and revolves and revolves, and that's
All right, here's Robinson up the middle for 4 yards, 3rd and 2nd from the 16.
I just wanted you to know, Brian, I'm missing Archie Bunker tonight, but that's fine. I've seen
hey, Archie Bunker.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Tonight's episode, he's buying Kelsey's bar.
So, oh, no.
Episode, no. Yeah. Yeah, remember that episode? He's buying Kelsey's bar.
I'm gonna have to look for that one then.
Yeah, it's on Me TV. It's on Me TV every Sunday night, 8 to 10.
Oh, really?
On the family, yeah.
My grandfather used to watch Archie Bunker.
Oh man, my grandfather. We watched that. Alice, the Jeffersons, Good Times. Oh yeah, I watched.
Well, how about this one? How about this one? Hang on, McCaffrey up the middle for 7-yard run play. Just goes down at the 9. Here we go. It's under 6 minutes to go.
49ers are really controlling the line of scrimmage on offense.
Yes, they are.
And Chicago, Dennis Allen going to make some adjustments here in the second half, or else this is going to be a shootout.
Both teams are going to have to make a stand.
Yeah, they're going to have to on defensive adjustments.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why there's 2 halves to every football game, Brian. You can make adjustments in the second half.
Yep.
And both coaches are good at that, and the coordinators they have are good at that too.
That's how they stopped him for 2 loss off of that one.
I'm trying to remember who Ben Johnson. I know he brought some of the Detroit's coaches with him. I think Antoine Randall L. Is with them, and he used to be a Steeler. He played in the Super Bowl. Let me look here.
Yep.
See, here's the problem, Brian.
Go ahead.
When you're a head coach, and I know you're an offensive-minded coach, I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
But you need to be the head coach, not be the coordinator and the coach. That is where you can get burned in being a head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. You got to be off. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal at the Chicago 7 now. Brock Purdy pass with Jennings. That was for 4 yards. So, all right, let's see what they will do here.
Okay. Wide receiver assistant head coach Antoine Randall L. is on this Bears staff.
Okay.
All right. Now, of course, Ben Johnson's control.
Oh, no. And it's going to be intercepted in the
end zone. Get out of here. Oh, who had the interception for the Bears?
Flag on the play. Hang on.
Uh-oh. We might have pass interference here.
Yep. Illegal use of hands on the
Use it
defense.
on the
Decline.
defense. Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's the undisciplined defense of Chicago I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
That has bit them in the butt and when you commit
That was on the
penalties
one
like
that made the interception too.
exactly.
Let's see. Oh yeah, puts his hand right in Persal's helmet.
Hey, guess who the running backs coach is for the Bears? Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, I knew that was.
And then his offensive quality control or special teams coach is Anthony Blevins. Remember him? He took over as an interim coach for a couple teams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brock Purdy just got happy feet right there, though. They're going to get McCaffrey, and he's going to gain about 1 yard. He got smashed right there, too.
Well, here's an opportunity for the Bears defense to tighten up, stop McCaffrey, and stop this offense, and make them get 3 points. Or make Shanahan gamble on 4th down, and if they can make them eat it, we'll see. Yeah.
Right now, Ralph, have you heard this one yet? They have slowed it down with the 49ers. It's almost taken 9 minutes off the clock right now so far in this drive.
Wow. So this is going to be a fast second quarter. So.
Yeah. 14 plays, 69 yards, 5:53 timeout. And it's going to take the 49ers timeout here. So far, 14 plays, 69 yards, 8 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock so far. This is probably about the longest drive.
Okay, one of Gary Kubiak's kids is the offensive coordinator for San Francisco, Clay Kubiak.
Oh, okay.
The other Kubiak son is the offensive coordinator for Seattle. Why do you think Sam Darnold's having a good year? Think about that for a minute. Okay, the Kubiak tree. So
that's kind of interesting though too.
Yeah. It is. Gus Bradley is the assistant head coach of defense behind Saleh. Gus Bradley coached Jacksonville, was with Seattle as defensive coordinator. Let me see. Who else here is a well-known name here? Cameron Brown. He's defensive quality control. He's been around. Let me look and see who else is on this list. Cameron Clemens.
Go ahead.
Let me see here. I'm looking. That's about it. But I mean, Mick Lombardi, Joe Lombardi's kid. He's on the team too. He does quarterbacks.
Yep.
So
Ralph, we got a touchdown here.
All right. Touchdown for San Fran again. Wow.
Brock Purdy runs it in.
Yeah, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, both teams on the offense. The defenses can't seem to stop either one. So I don't know.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just runs it in.
Again, this is going to be interesting, Brian, because you have two offensive minds going, Ben Johnson and Shanahan, and then you have Dennis Allen against Robert Saleh. So it's evenly matched here. But it seems like the offensive minds are beating the defensive minds.
It seems that way big time, I mean, who would have thought that we would actually be in this game like this, 28 to 21. I mean, who ever thought that this would happen?
Yeah, Penn's been here. He says, and Gary's coming. Yeah. Oh my!
I mean, this is a game of craziness. I mean, nobody's. I mean, really, you haven't really stopped. Nobody's really stopped anybody. So, I mean, this could go any way. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, Ralph. I know you got to leave soon, but this game could come down to pretty much, the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'll stay with you through halftime, and then I have to get out of here because I gotta. Yeah, I got. Monday is my media day off. I don't do anything. I write notes down for my radio shows, and that's my day. And then Friday's my other day off usually. But this week, because of the holiday, I have to do all my stuff on Tuesday, all my radio stuff. So I'm punched up in there, and I'm doing what I did this past week, Brian. I'm taking Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off from the media, and not doing anything. And then,
Ah, that's it.
Saturday we have our college football shows. We are going to continue doing it until the bowl season has been satisfied. We're going to talk about some of the bowls, and we're also going to talk about the current bowls that have ended and some of what's coming up in the playoffs. For the national championship, and some interesting games. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this week's going to be interesting. There's some really good bowl games this week too. So
There's going
I'm
to be
interested to see what Duke's going to do, because Duke they got lucky. They beat a Virginia team that made too many mistakes in the ACC championship game. I think you'll agree with me on that. And Manny Diaz and his defense tightened up and took them out.
Oh yeah,
So.
and I actually picked the game yesterday, Ralph. If you didn't hear about it, but I actually came up. Army beat the BYU. Who is it they're playing? I forgot now.
No, they didn't play. They beat Tulane.
No. No.
What's the Tulane they played?
Army.
Who did
Army played. Yeah, Army played.
I think they played Tulane yesterday.
Yeah, let's see.
So, but they Army did. Most of our picks came up pretty good. I mean, I think there was a couple that we messed up on, but you know what? Our picks came up pretty good this time around.
I'm glad that Vanderbilt got a good win yesterday.
Yeah, I picked that game. I wanted Vanderbilt.
We all picked that game. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I think our picks. I think our picks this week were better than they've been. I mean, we've been off on a lot of them, and it's we
got messed up on the LSU against Houston. On a couple of little ones there, right there too. And then I picked the East Carolina against Pittsburgh. Nope, Army played UConn yesterday. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, UConn had an interim coach because Jim Moore Jr. went to Colorado State. So,
Yeah.
That's probably why UConn got blown out. I mean,
they
have a new coach. They just hired somebody. I can't remember who it is.
Ralph, when we get the thing, I want your last little thing, and then we can talk about this game. As of tomorrow, here's a run by Caleb Williams, and he's going to be up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line. And that's only a 2 yards. I would not want to give the Bears – I do not want to give the 49ers the ball again.
No. The Bears have to keep Brock Purdy and company off the field. In order to do that, your offense has to move the football, kill the clock, and then who gets the ball in the second half? Chicago?
The 49ers.
49ers?
Oh,
okay.
The Bears do.
Yeah.
The
Bears do.
Yeah.
Well, then if the Bears can do that now, going into the half, and then come out in the half and score, they might be able to, do something here.
Well, there's a first down for Chicago 31.
When you have a high-powered offense like San Francisco, you got to keep them off the field. You can't. Okay, we're up to 59 now on this X here.
Yes.
So.
Oh, yeah. 1st and 10 at 31. Ralph, what do you think about, I know we talked about it a little bit, Georgia Southern against App State tomorrow?
Appalachian State at one time when they beat Michigan, they were pretty much upsetting a lot of teams, and they were a powerhouse for a little while. Then they lost their coach. I forget who it was at the time. And then ever since then, they've kind of slipped a little bit, but they were still in there for a little while. This year, I don't know. I like Georgia Southern.
I know that we're talking about college and NFL and kind of keeping up with the game.
Yeah.
But one thing is App State hasn't looked very good this year.
No, they have not. No, not at all.
There's something that's missing. I don't know if it's the coach or whatever, but I'm going to have to go Georgia. I'm going to go Georgia Southern on that one.
Yeah, Georgia Southern's had a pretty decent season this year. The one team that I like in Carolina is Coastal Carolina. I like them over the last few years. They've been doing really well, and they were one of my favorite teams for a little while. And Pitt is playing Coastal Carolina in the next couple of years. They're on the schedule.
Yeah, that would be a fun game to go to, though.
I would too, but I mean, and Coastal Carolina was in bowl games, taking conferences. They were doing it. They were doing it all there for a little while, and now they've slipped a little bit. So I mean, it's like a roller coaster, Brian. Sometimes some teams go up and down. The transfer portal, the NIL, it's a big mess. And we talked about this Saturday. About the structure. There needs to be something, and something has to give here.
Yeah, there's
because
always got to be something there.
if not, it's going to be a runaway freight train. That's exactly what it's going to be. And it already is. It's a runaway freight train. That's not going to stop until you do something about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really sad that college football and NCAA only concerned about money and not worried about anything else. I mean, you got the student body, you got the alums on these at these universities. You've got a lot of different factors here, and they don't care about that. All they worry about is the big money. It's all about money and everything now. It's amazing. It's really sad. I talk to people all the time when I'm out and about, promoting my brand and everything. You'd be surprised nowadays, Brian, how many people don't get into sports anymore. They don't like it because of the money.
It's all about the money.
Anymore. It's all about the money. It's not about sports.
And
Look at baseball. When baseball was at its prime, before they started striking, people always went to ball games. And then all of a sudden, the attendance slipped over the years because people got tired of it. You know what I mean? And then Chris Deluzio, and I don't mean to talk politics here, but this affects sports. Chris Deluzio, who's a congressman in Western Pennsylvania, him and you're not going to believe this, him and a congressman from Philly have actually gotten together, and I think one from Florida, and they're going to present a bill in Congress that if any taxpayer stadium that's paid for by any government, you must not have high concession and parking fees.
Huh.
Or high concession prices, because it's not fair to the consumer, who the taxpayer who paid for the stadium, and a lot of these cities too, Brian, if you take a look at Kansas City, look at Cleveland, look at some of these, a lot of these, Jacksonville, they laid the law down on the Khan family and made them pay for their own stadium, There's a few cities that just look at Arizona. They don't want to do nothing for their hockey team, so they moved on. And, you got a lot of look at Oakland. Look at Oakland, California. They've lost two professional teams.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I think they lost Golden State plays in San Francisco. But I mean, I think they had Golden State there for a little while.
Yeah. Right now it's 3rd and 7. Right now it's 3rd and 7 with 28 seconds to go. And you don't want to give it to 49ers. The 49ers are out of time.
You do not. I don't get Dennis Allen and the Bears. I don't know what he's dialing up there. And like I said, they got injuries in the linebacking core too, Brian. Some real key injuries, and they had to put some practice squad players in there and some other stuff because with the salary cap too.
Oh, the San Francisco's got one. Bears got it.
Okay.
And here's Caleb Williams back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 7 at the 34-yard line with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Unreal, Ralph, right there.
Wow.
I mean,
well, the Bears might be able to get some points before the half, but we'll see. Well,
here's my problem is if you're the Bears and you still got 2 timeouts left, why can't they do it out and in? Run it toward the sidelines.
Yeah. Run it toward the sidelines and go out of bounds. That's, that stops the clock when it's 2 minutes and under.
But here's the thing. You got to clock management. Like we said on previous shows, as being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, he got drilled. He got drilled right there. Sky Moore got drilled at the 9 yards. It's going to be at the 9-yard line. Are they going to just take it in here? I don't know. But, Ralph, we talk about this all the time, about using timeouts. Brandon has talked about it. We've all talked about it. You got to use clock management. Always. Clock management is an issue.
And that's a problem with Mike Tomlin. He's had clock management issues his whole career. Terrible clock management, no matter what it is.
Pinson says, and what is that his name?
Gary
is coming to the Steelers in 2026. And then Pinsman says also 7-3 final Penguins over the Blackhawks. So yeah, there's that one.
And how the mighty have fallen. I remember Chicago Blackhawks were in the Stanley Cup back to back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I remember how the mighty have fallen.
And the click is the stars on the chat. Click the.
I heard a rumor Las Vegas is looking at getting a hockey team. I heard.
Who is now?
Well, wait a minute. They have a hockey team. Las Vegas is getting something.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, they have a football team. They're getting a baseball team. They're getting the Oakland A's, and they got the Las Vegas Golden Knights. An NBA team. They're trying to get an NBA
team. Oh, okay.
An NBA team in Las Vegas.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
If you think about it, since we're on this break here, everything is going to Las Vegas.
Well, Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world, but let me tell you something real quick here. I watched a couple videos on YouTube, and Vegas is hurting in the gambling front because a lot of cities have gambling now, and they're hurting on that front. The entertainment, it's still there. I mean, there's a lot of bands that quit touring, and they make their establishment. Like I'll give you an example: Andrew Dice Clay. Andrew Dice Clay made his reputation at the Las Vegas Hilton.
Yeah.
Chicago is talking about slowing down, and they're going to make their at the Paris. The Venetian is going to host Foreigner. Foreigner was talking about stop touring, but they got a new lead singer now. Kelly Hansen stepped away, and now they're going to start touring again. And I hear Mick Jones might be walking away if they can't slow down because he's in his 80s and he can't do it anymore. You got a lot of bands. Air Supply did that for a long time. Look at Celine Dion. She was down at MGM. So, Vegas is still going to be the entertainment. And now with professional teams, WWE doing WrestleMania there again. And when you got multi-purpose stadiums that are domes, you can make a lot of money. Look at Cleveland. Cleveland's going to get one. Chicago wants one. That's the way to do it now because it's multi-purpose. And you could do a lot there. I mean, I'm talking, you can have events like you wouldn't believe and draw a lot of people too, Brian. I mean, you could get a truck pull there, instead of putting it in a small arena for 16,000 people, you have 30, 40, 50,000 people at these things,
Mm-hmm. Oh, totally. I agree with you.
And that's what the key is. Vegas has become, and now with professional teams and everything down there, it's taken the luster away from gambling. It really is. I mean, I've always said this, Brian, when there's too much saturation, you can't have it all. I mean, I've seen it in Pittsburgh where they built too much retail and somebody had to get pushed out. Some malls got pushed out when one mall came in, pushed another one out. And that's what's happening in Vegas right now. You got entertainment pushing out the casinos. And a lot of cities have casinos now. Nobody goes to Vegas anymore. I haven't been in Vegas since 1999. So,
Well, the Bears just took a timeout, and then McCaffrey just ran one about 6 yards.
Yeah.
52 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, the Bears are having big time problems stopping San Francisco here.
I'd run it again.
They better, keep running the football or run the same play if it's working.
They're up the middle. It seems like they're going up the middle and they're working those middle parts. I would go up the middle big time. Don't know why the Chicago called a timeout. I think they're going to try to get the ball back, but still, if they run again run a good play here, I wouldn't try anything crazy like pass the ball, just run the MCN, So we'll see right here what they do. Brock Purdy's in a shotgun formation, a little dump pass to the middle, and that's going to pick up 5 yards. So it's going to be first and 10. Tungsten. And then Brock Purdy back to pass is going to be the middle to Robertson for a 5-yard gain. That's going to be, they're going hurry up, no offense here, Ralph. Look at this play right through the middle here. They're going to try to throw one deep here. 25 seconds, 24. 3 receiver set. Here's Brock Purdy back to pass. He's going to dump it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to pick up first down. That's going to be at the 35-yard line with 12 seconds left. Timeout. They're driving, Ralph. They're getting it quick.
Oh, there we go. San Fran's going to another touchdown going into the half here.
If they can, they're at the San Francisco 33-yard line.
Wow.
With no timeouts.
Who the Bears or San Fran got the ball right now?
San Fran's got the ball right now.
Yeah, well, if they're at their own 33, it's going to be, well, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
They might be able to get a field goal at least, but what I like about some coaches, Brian, unlike others, they go for touchdowns. They don't worry about the field goal. If they need to use the field goal, they will as a last resort. And, there are some coaches that are field goal guys. As soon as the field goal, boom, they'll go for it. But there are guys that are rambling gamblers, Dan Campbell, Shanahan, a lot of guys, they want the touchdown. They don't want the field goal.
And there goes McCaffrey up the middle, 17 yards, but they're going to run out of the half there.
Yeah.
That was an open hole right there. They gave it to him. He got to the 50. That's it right there. They can't do nothing. Yeah, it's over. They try to spike it, and that's it. It's halftime. Your halftime score, Bears 21 and your 49ers 28. What a half for both teams.
Yeah,
nobody can stop anybody there.
Who would have ever thought this was going to be? I mean, we talked about both offensive coaches and with two good defensive coordinators. I knew this was going to be a dogfight, but I didn't know it was going to be an offensive battle. So
yeah.
I mean, we had a couple close games today. I didn't expect some of them to be this close. I thought the Steelers were going to light it up against Cleveland. I didn't realize that they were going to do a Mike Tomlin special, which they did, lose to a team you're supposed to beat. Steelers did it to themselves. They don't have a second wide receiver that's quality enough to take over if somebody like DK Metcalf, who decided to punch a fan, and I have a video from Detroit. This fan that was involved in the situation with DK Metcalf has an attorney, and he's suing the Lions for or Ford Field for security purposes. That's number one. And he's going after DK Metcalf for damages because, according to what he said, he never said any of the racial stuff that DK Metcalf said he said. DK Metcalf, this fan, obviously, according to DK Metcalf's lawyers, goes around to all the fields where DK Metcalf plays and follows him around the United States and goes to some of these games and calls him by his full name. And he don't like it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why that incident happened.
He didn't like it at all. And he did not like it at all.
No. I mean, that's like, let's say if I used my middle name starts with an L and I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
But let's say I decided I want to go by R.L. Williams and not Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't like it if you called me Ralph. I want to go by R.L. Williams. You see what I'm saying? So he likes DK Metcalf. He don't like his full name, And a lot of people have nicknames. A lot of people have, I've never had a nickname. I've always been called Ralphie Boy or something, stuff like that. Ralph Cramden, because I used to drive a public bus. I've been called a lot of different things connected with hey, Ralph, and that kind of thing. My grandmother, till the day she died, and she died in the mid-90s, and I was in my 20s, she always called me Ralphie. She never could call me Ralph. So, but I always respected it because it came from her. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, I laugh about it. Ralphie's Kitchen, Ralphie Stew, I make Ralphie Stew, so.
You got to have some fun,
Yeah. I mean, now it's not like when you're younger, and you're a kid, certain age, and you just don't like people calling you names and stuff like that. I used to hate people calling me Ralphie and all that. I hated it. Oh,
yeah.
Couldn't stand it. But also, now I don't even care. People call me that all the time. So, But
Ralph, just let you know, we got 144 views on YouTube so far.
That's great.
So yeah,
that's great. We were at 60. Now we're down to 59 on X here. So
just letting everybody know.
Yeah, we're moving along up there. I want to thank Brandon Keeler from the Sports Nuts for as we all work together with him and his network, my network, yours, and Pensman. Please subscribe to all of our networks. Please subscribe to all of our channels. Help us out here. I'm not telling you who to listen to or what to listen to. But if you notice, there's a lot of people that are homeless living in cars. They put videos out. They get 10,000, 20,000 views. People who have like these personal shows like the Williams Family or something. If I was to put something out like that, we get 50,000 views. You know, we're not looking for that. I mean, sometimes things can be baby steps. And but what we have good quality programming here, and we're not getting. I mean, we're getting it, but we're not getting it like we should. Where
Yeah.
those folks are getting it, and that's I don't know. I mean, I just don't know.
Yep.
So,
But anyway,
I don't-
we're just small and trying to make it as fun as an active we can.
Well, I like talking on a microphone, Brian. I've been screwed over so bad up in Pittsburgh in the radio media, and now I've got my groove back. I started doing podcasting to get back into radio, and as you see, I have. And in some perspective, I'm still trying to do more here. And I'm trying to make Pittsburgh radio, other than 1250 The Answer, of course. Trying to make everybody else look bad because they should have hired me a long time ago, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And I was a redheaded stepchild up there, and I didn't appreciate it. So, but I'm doing this. I'm content with what I'm doing. I'm happy with it. You are. We're all happy with what we do. We all work together here. The radio business is a snake business. A lot of times, there's a lot of backstabbing. At least in this thing, we can work together here, and trust people and all that. So it's a great thing, So.
Oh yeah, we love what we're doing.
Oh, we do. I love doing this. If I could, I would. I'd do it 24 hours.
Oh, I
mean,
could too. I
I'm
just
back-
don't want to
I'm back
get. I don't want to.
I'm back doing music on Highway Radio Hits. I'm back
know.
playing music. I love playing music.
Oh yeah, how's that going on your new station though?
You mean the one in Philly?
Yeah, the one that you just are talked about.
The music station?
The music station. How's that going? The DJ.
Oh, that's going real good. I'm on Highway Radio Hits every Thursday, 1 to 3. I'll be back January 7th. So,
Oh, okay. So
every
tune in,
Thursday, 1
everybody
to
that's
3.
listening. Please.
Yeah,
tune in.
Highway Radio Hits.
Yeah.
I play some. I mix my music up a little bit. I like 80s and 90s. I grew up with that kind of music. I play a lot of classic rock. I'll play a little bit of old rap. I won't play the new stuff. So.
All right. Well, by the way, Drake May leads the Patriots clinch first AFC East title since 1999. Excuse me, 2019. 2019. Excuse me, my bad.
Yeah, I knew they won more than that. I mean, so.
Yeah, can you believe that though?
Yeah, I can believe that. I just, I never knew Bill Belichick was ever going to fall. Tom Brady was what, carried him. Mike Tomlin got lucky, and he had Ben Roethlisberger. Who walks into a job when there's a franchise quarterback sitting right there at your fingertips?
Yeah.
And so there's guys that walk into these jobs, or guys that get lucky and get somebody's good quarterback with good coordinators. And New England, how the mighty have fallen. It didn't work out with Mayo or Mao or whatever they called him, the last head coach. And now Mike Vrabel's back, and he's put this back the New England mindset. Remember, Josh McDaniel was an offensive coordinator or quarterbacks coach when he was there with Brady and all them. So, it's nice to have a player like that.
Hey, Ralph,
Yes.
news broke out about a couple of hours ago from the NLB. Did you hear about Tyler Stobby Storm? Is that right? From the A's? Tyler, I'll give you his last name here. It's Saab. I can't pronounce his last name.
You mean the Sacramento A's?
The Athletic A's. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he signed a 7-year deal, $86 million deal.
Whoa, you mean they can afford that kind of money? They
Yeah,
couldn't afford to build a stadium in Oakland, but they can afford to pay a player like
I
that.
will put this in there. I thought that this was
Oh, my.
very interesting.
That is very interesting. That's actually quite
I
insulting
will put this
because
in
you know
there.
why? They could have took that $70 million and built a stadium,
Here, I'll put it in this.
you know, kept the A's in Oakland, but they
Yeah.
didn't want to do it.
Well,
So.
here it is right here.
And the Oakland taxpayers shot it down. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
that's
I'll put it
where,
in here.
you know, we talked earlier about that
Bam.
stuff.
There you go. Look at that. There it is.
Tyler Soderstone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy for a team like that until they get into Vegas and get organized and get into their new ballpark. You know, they're playing in Sacramento right now. I guess it's one of those fields like where Tampa's been using the Yankees practice facility in Tampa because their Tropicana field's a mess. You know, so you know, and they're in Sacramento right now. So Sacramento A's are, I guess I don't know where they find this money at. They couldn't build a new stadium, or a new ballpark.
And here's another one that you might like.
And what's that,
Ralph? That since the Pirates.
Yeah.
Here we go on this one.
Did they sign a 1-in-15 pitcher? No. Yeah, that Ryan O'Hearn. Yes, that's a good signing. The Pirates have not had a good steady first baseman since Sid Bream. They've had some bad guys at first base. The one that I really liked that I wish they didn't get rid of was Carlos Santana. He was pretty good. Not the singer now. He was a good first baseman. And then they screwed over that other guy. They didn't give him his bonus, and he left. And you know, so we had a guy in the minors. He was there for like 10 years. Will Craig. He didn't work out. You know, so they haven't had this guy's an established first baseman. So, and an outfielder, and he can play both outfield and first base. So, and he's well known in the league. And Pirates signed a couple guys already. So, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, I don't know what they're going to do with Andrew McCutchen yet. I'm told McCutchen, you know, he wants to stay in Pittsburgh because of his family. You know, and but he wants to win a World Series before he retires. He better find another team because it ain't going to happen here in Pittsburgh. So,
and then this one,
I
real
feel
quick,
bad for him. I do.
And then this one is going to. He said that he is going to play here's something else, Ralph. And
I got to get ready to go here. So
yeah, I know you got to go in a minute.
When the half's over, I'm going. So
yeah. Oh shoot. Okay. Let me just type this in real quick.
Sure.
And then you're going to be, I don't know about this player, but there you go. Let it load. There you go. That hit this afternoon. If you can all read that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's he in it? He's in. I see. Okay.
So that's just some of the rumors that are going
on. Well, that's because North Texas has a new head coach. There's a lot of this shuffling around with this transfer portal, which again is ridiculous. They need to again, I'm not going to go into it here, but they need to structure this stuff. You know, I used to love college football, but now it's turned into, like I said, a money kind of thing, but I still like it, but it's sad.
It's getting crazy.
Like it is. I told you, it's a runaway freight train that you can't stop right now. And until the NCAA quits worrying about money and start worrying about some structure, it's just going to happen. And you know, if they cared about the athletes so much, then why don't they cap the NIL and start helping these kids with their finances? Because I told you about Deion Sanders' kid. He's bankrupt, and there's several other college students that are bankrupt athletes because they have this NIL money and they're spending it carelessly. And you know, the NCAA needs to come up with something like some classes or maybe something online. You could sit and watch it on Zoom or whatever, you know, financial stuff. I'll give you an example. I worked for the bus company in Pittsburgh. Do you know they had a guy or a lady come in from a financial company to talk to us about how to save money? Because a lot of guys with the money that we were getting paid, which was we go on buy boats, houses, go on exotic vacations, spend all their money and have nothing and have 6 kids. And you understand what I'm getting at? Gamble.
Yeah, exactly.
Do all that other stuff. So to stop this and from stopping people from working excessive overtime and falling asleep at the wheel and all that stuff, at the time, the bus company went out and they hired somebody. So I'm told the NCAA is trying to work on doing something like that because they have to. Because these students are getting out of control with their money like this. And they're even getting sponsors now. Kenny Pickett had the Oaklander Hotel in Pittsburgh as a sponsor for him. I don't know if he still does because he's not around Pittsburgh anymore.
Yep.
So,
well, Ralph, it's the third. It's going into the third. I'll let you go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here, folks. I'm sorry. I'd like to stay on here the rest of the night here, but I have some things I got to take care of here, and I was on earlier with Pensman, and I got to spend some time with my family here a little bit, other than dinner.
Yeah. Go watch Archie Bunker with for
No, Archie Bunker's done 10:00.
No, wait, go watch the reviews.
Well, yeah, and I'm probably going to watch the repeat of The Mayor of Kingstown. So
okay, well, have fun here.
I will. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for having me on. You have yourself a great night, and we'll be in touch. Okay.
All right, you too, and I'll see you this weekend.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right, Williams is back deep here. It's going to be pass completed, and it's going to pick up to 10 yards. So it's going to bring 1st and 10 at the 45 of Chicago. Chicago is actually driving here again. There's actually been a couple punts, but right now the 49ers are up 28-21. This is going to be one of those games where who's going to stop and who's going to go here. So thanks for Ralph coming in here. Thanks for Pimmons coming in here. Thanks for Brandon Keeler coming in here. Breaking news here. Well, not that one. I got that one. Breaking news. Phillip Rivers retires today. It was his last game. So as we know, Phillip Rivers retired today again, but congratulations to him on the last couple of games here. So congratulations, Phillip Rivers, for your second thing here for your retirement. Okay, here we go. Bears going to try to run it. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to go right up the middle. That's going to be a 5-yard gain. 1st and 10 right there. Let's see if the 49ers are going to try to stop him, because I would love to see them kick it right here. Yep, they can run. All right, here we go. They're going to be under center here. Yep, they're going to be under center. Caleb Williams under center. They're going to look. He's checking off here. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and he's not going to gain. He's going to lose 2 yards on that one. Bongalulu made the tackle, 2-yard loss, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line. All right, they got to pick it up here. All right, where's the defense here? All right, defense has got to come alive here. 2nd and 12. 9 carries so far for rushing. Here's Caleb back to pass, and it's going to be completed over there. Downed it. They try to do a split screen, and it's not there. And that was to Berlin, and that's now going to be 3rd and 14 at the San Francisco 46-yard line. They got to go 2 steps back, 2 steps forward. Excuse me. 1 step forward and 2 steps back here. 3rd and 14. Crowd is getting into it. 3rd and 14. Let's see what they can do here. Caleb Williams back in a shotgun. He's going to look right. He's going to have a guy open. It's to Walker. 19-yard pickup. There it's going to be at the San Francisco 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Oh, my goodness. There's nobody that we have talked about this all season long, that the defense of the 49ers really hasn't gotten to the quarterback this year, and they're going to have to get to him. They got to make a big stop here. Like I said, you got to make it here. Caleb Williams in a shotgun under center. He's going to pass it to the left to Burner to the 24-yard to the 3-yard line of San Francisco. That's another pickup of 24 yards First and goal at the 3. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. First and goal. So far, 7 plays, 62 yards, and it's taken 3 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, here we go. They have it under center here. Under center, they're going to hand it to the running back, and he's going to lose. He's going to gain 1 yard off of that. Goes right up the middle, and a big stop by the defense. Jeez. So it's second and goal at the San Francisco 2nd yard line. See what they got here. All right, here we go. All right, shotgun formation. Williams is going to look to DJ Moore, and he's going to be incomplete over his head into the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal at the 2. So, yeah, here we go. They try to do the pop pass, and it's no good over completely everybody's head. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. They're going to have to do something here. 3rd and goal. Come on, 49er fans. Get up here. Let's go. If you're watching, come on. Let's get the defense here. Let's see what we can do here. It's a 4-down territory right now. All right. They're going to get handed off to Swift. Swift around the corner. There's nobody there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. The Bears. Here comes the extra point. It's coming up next. Just throw it right down him. Here's the extra point by Daly, and it is up. It is good. With 9:51 to go, it's taken the Bears 10 plays, 65 yards, and it's time 5 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock. Now we'll do some halftime, what we would have done at the halftime here. Passing on our so far, we're going over to some team stats here. Chicago with 13 first downs, and also we're going to go over some Bears stats here. 3rd down, Chicago's 2 for 5. Total net yards is 219 so far. Offensive plays, 29 plays. Average gain is 7.6. Rushing net yards is 52. Passing net yards is 167. They have 3 penalties for 14 yards. Punts, they average 3 punts for 58 yards. 4 touchdowns so far. Field goals, 0. The time of possession right now is 13 minutes and 13 seconds. And we turn it over to the 49ers side. First down, 22 first downs. 3rd down, 5 for 7. Total net yards is 330 yards. Offensive plays is 47. Average gain right now is 7.0. Rushing net yards is 173, and passing yards is 157. They've had 2 penalties for 30 yards, 1 turnover early in the game where Brock Purdy threw a touchdown in INT, and they ran it in for that one. 4 touchdowns, no field goals, and time possession 21 minutes and 56 seconds. Brock Purdy's on the day right now is 4 for 20 for 164 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. His rating right now is 90.4. Persall leads all the receptions with 53 receptions for 57 yards, and McCaffrey has 18 attempts for 121 yards. Average is 6.7 and 1 touchdown, and that leads us right now to a 28-28 tie in the 3rd quarter with 9:51 to go in the quarter. So that's where we stand all day today. So that's just some of the things that we got going on. tomorrow night we have the Los Angeles Rams against the Atlanta Falcons, who is 6-9, and the Rams are 11-4. And I think that's going to be a kind of a good game there. But, Towson return is questionable. Their running back is questionable right now. So we'll see how that is going to turn out for everything. All right, so here we go. Yep, we got to go here. We got to get this going here. All right, Scott Moore, they're just going to let it go in the back of the end zone. This downs it. And that's going to bring out the 35-yard line. So here we go. All right. Brock Purdy comes to a shotgun formation. Brock Purdy's going to look deep to Burn. And it's going to be caught at the Chicago 40. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 40. Here he comes. He looked to his left, and he's got a wide open guy down there. So that's going to be another one. He points to arms, and they're still going to go here. All right, here we go. Kevin Bourne, it looks pretty good for the 49ers right now. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. They're going to look to McCaffrey. He's going to go to the left tackle. He's going to gain up about 4 yards off of that. It's going to be down at the 36-yard line at Chicago, 2nd and 6. Nice run by McCaffrey a little bit here. All right, here we go. And they're going to... All right, here we go. Come on, Bart. He is from here. They're going to give it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey goes off the left side, turns it up, gets another first down, another 6 yards off of that. Going to 1st and 10 at the 30. Tick, 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 tick. Let that clock tick down. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, Brock Purdy's back in under center here. 3 receiver set. He's going to look like he's going to hand it. Here comes the blitz. He's just going to dump it off. Huchek is down, and that's going to be 8 yards right there. 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line of Chicago. And there is a guy down. That'll be a linebacker for Sellers is injured. Seawall is injured here. All right, it's 28-28, 7:51 to go, third quarter. The 49ers are driving. So far, the current drive, 4 plays, 43 yards, and 2 minutes off the clock here. McCaffrey's having a big night so far. He's had 131 yards on 20 attempts. Also, he's got the ball for 20 yards, 2 receptions for 20 yards. So he's having a big night. So, yeah. If you're still listening, please subscribe to my channel. I do this for fun. I'm not trying to get paid or anything. I just like having fun. I just want to build a community, how it's run. I want to do something different than most people. Also, I'll be on the Sports Nuts on their page too. We do a lot of people that we come in there we cover little schools and big schools. Also, that we also do have good guests that come on. A very good guest. Follow the Sports Nuts, Pensman Sports, and RW Media, who was this in here a little bit here. So please follow these guys. We do great content. We try to give as much as we can. We give our heart and soul to this. So so just letting everybody know, please, just come on in here and let's have some fun. Boom. I gotta get my score right. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. That's a lot better now. I can handle that a little better. So, hello everybody on X. So we have 57. We have 57 people on X. So there we go on that. Look at that pizza they're showing actually on the. I don't know what kind of pizza that is, but it looks good. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 2. And he does not look happy. Looks like might be Achilles on that one. All right, here we go. They're going to hand it off McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to the right side off the guard. That's going to pick up another 5 yards. And that's going to be 1st and 10. It's going to come down to the last drive here. This is going to come down to the last thing here. They're going to try to hold the ball here. All right. $28-28, 7:02 to go in the third. McCaffrey's in the backfield. Under center is Brock Purdy. And they're going to look. He's going to look. He's going to pass. And there's a flag on the play. And this might be penalty on Chicago. Defensive offsides, 5-yard penalty. So this is going to be on the Bears. It's going to bring up 1st and 5 at Chicago's 12. With 6 minutes to go here. Here's the call. Yep, I was right. Sewell's out for the game for Chicago. So he's out. First down. Offsides against 94 Booker. So that's where they call the offsides at. All right, here we go. They're going to try to break the all-time the record. Trying to break the tie here. Here's McCaffrey up the middle, and he's going to maybe gain a 1 or maybe nothing. So it's going to be up 2nd and 5 at the 12. So here we go. Dum bum bum. All right, let's see what happens here. Brock Purdy's in a shotgun formation. He's going to look to the left of Robertson. Robertson's open for a 6-yard pass play. So it's going to be 1st and 6. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. He'll be getting tackled there. Good play there. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6 with 5:52 to go. The 49ers are driving here. All right, here we go. Oh, that was a good first down there. All right, Brock Purdy's under center here. I formation. And he's going to check off here. They're all checking off. Brock Purdy is going to go. He's going to look. He's going to take off running. No, nope. He's going to stick. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, 49ers to Robertson. How do you do that? Touchdown to Mikowski. Wow, Brock Purdy just ran out. The extra point is up, and it's good. 49ers up 35-28 now.
Touchdown, San Francisco! Yeah, baby!
Wow, what a touchdown by Brock Purdy. So there's that one. Touchdown, Brock Purdy on a pass play to Mikowski on that one. How do you escape that? He ran to his left. He ran to the left. Two guys were actually on him. He escapes the pressure, goes through two defenders, and just finds him on the run and just throws it right there in the touchdown. Wow. And then he does a little dance out in the middle. It's not over yet. Not over yet. You've got to have a stop in this one now. Big time stop here. So here we go on that one. Got to do what you got to do here to stop them, every which way. Hello. So, man, 4 minutes to go. It's the current drive right now. 8 plays, 65 yards. It took 4 minutes and 4 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock. The 49ers up 35-28. Yeah, that's going to be fun here. And then I'm going to turn it over here. I don't want that one. No, we're trying to look for something. We're trying to look for something real quick here. Oh, where is it at? All right, there we go. Dun 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 dun. All right, let me get this up here. I'm trying to get something to work here. So I can just go over some things here. All right, we're going to talk about a little bit. Well, I thought I had it, but I don't. There we go. How to get into my thing here. Haha. All right. I'm trying to get this up real quick here. We'll go over, if anybody hasn't heard yet, we are going to go over some of the so we're actually going to talk about who made the rosters in a little bit here, who made the Pro Bowl rosters here. So far tomorrow night, some of the Falcons against the Rams notes. Kirk Cousins last week passed for 197 yards, 2 touchdowns in week 16, has a touchdown pass in 4 of his last 5 games, ranks 5th with 296 touchdowns passing and 6th with 44,394 passes yards since 2012. And we know about Matthew Stafford here. So, and here comes the Bears. They will take it at the 18-yard or the 20-yard line. So here's that one. All right, let's see. Let's see if the Bears are going to drive down here and see what they can do here with down by 7 here. Ark and the 49ers has a big stop. They need a big stop here for the 49ers. So let's go on this one. All right, here we go. Run and play. Swift right up the middle for 5 yards. All right, 2nd and 5 at the 25. Come on, defense. You got to stop him here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. All right, here we go. Caleb Williams under center. He's gonna look to his. He's going to swing around. He's going to look to the middle here. Dump pass, first down. That's going to be to Swift on a 10-yard pass play. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Oh, you got to do it. Come on now. Let's go. All right. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it to Swift to the right tackle, and he's not going to pick up but 2 yards on there. It's going to be at the Chicago 37-yard line. So that's West made the tackle on that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. 3:05 to go. Quick quarters here. They're showing John Lynch as the president of the operations general manager for San Francisco. Made a big deal there. All right, here we go. Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation. 4 receiver set. He's going to look to his right, and it's going to be incomplete. No flag. Defender was all over him. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. And they're going to go no flag there. All right, this is a big play right here. Let's see what they got here. I mean, let's see what they're going to do here. 3rd and 8. The crowd's getting into it. If you're a 49ers fan here. All right, here we go. All right, here's the no flag. Here comes the defense. And he's going to get it. Caleb Williams going to his left. He's going to be complete. It's going to be a first down, but there's a flag on the play. Hold everything. It's going to be on the 49ers. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Defensive offsides decline. Mistakes. Come on. I mean, really? Come on. Where y'all been all night? Come on now. Let's go. Jeez, you can't do it. All right. Nobody stopped here. That was a good job. All right, Caleb Williams right now is 13 for 21 for 2:04 to go. All right, here we go. Williams going to hand it off to Swift, and there is nothing there. 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line. Oh, geez, here we go. All right, here we go. Somebody's got to do this. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. He's going to look to his left. There's completed over there, but he's going to be out of bounds. Walker, he's going to be about 1.5 from making it 3rd down here. 3rd and 1. I'll say 3rd and 1/2. He got a little bit more than that. All right, here we go. Big defense stand right here. Crowd's got to get into it. Man in motion. They're going to hand it to Swift here. And nothing there. It's going to bring up 4th down, but hang on, there's a flag. They're going to have to redo it. And it's going to come back holding against the defense. And no play. That's going to be enforced. Going to make it 3rd and 11 at the 37-yard line of the 49ers. So play current drive. 7 plays, 43 yards. It's taken 3 minutes, 31 seconds off the clock. We'll see what this one does. All right, here we go. All right, 37 degrees so far right now. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Williams is going to scramble. He's going to go to the left. He's going to pick up 6, but not enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th and 5 at the 30. He's going to be at the 31-yard line of San Francisco. They're going to have to try a field goal here. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, what is Ben Johnson going to do? Are they going to go for it? Dun 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 dun. They're going to try to go for it here. 4th down. Analytics said go for it. Recommended a field goal. In a shotgun formation. Williams is going to a short pass to the middle to Loveland. Picks up 9 yards, first down at the San Francisco 22-yard line to Loveland. Oh, my goodness. And that's going to end the third quarter. The Bears are driving down at the 22 of San Francisco. 28-35, your San Francisco 49ers, and we're going to the fourth. Not looking as good as I thought they would. They got to have a big stop here. Got to. 49ers got to win tonight and win on next week for making the playoff to be the number 1 seed. And if not, they'll lose tonight and they'll have to win next week. But don't hold your breath yet. We're still in it. So we got to have them make them a field goal here. So, yep. Ooh. All right. We got to move, boys. Oh, but no. Go time. It's go time. Oh, just having fun, having fun, having fun. Oh, let's see here. If I can find something. Just trying to find something here. There we go. All right, here we go. End of the third quarter here. We're coming back. All right, Williams on the run. Excuse me. There goes Swift. Swift is wide open. Touchdown right through the middle. Right through the middle. 22-yard touchdown. Nobody touched him. Man. No defense can stop him here. Unbelievable. Not a. That was 10 plays, 80 yards. It took 4 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock. Wow. Not what I wanted to do that. I mean, what can you do here? You've got to stop this team. You got to do something here. I'll be right back. Hang on 1 second. All right, I'm back now. Gee whiz. 35-35, 14 to go here. 49ers, and here goes Moore up the middle. He didn't get much. He only got 29 yards. San Francisco will start at the 31-yard line. Let's see what they happen here. Oh, boy. All right, here's McCaffrey. Nope. Brock Purdy's going to run it here. Give it to Pearsall. He's going to pick up about 8 yards here. Slow it down a little bit, guys. Slow it down. Got to slow it down. Got to slow it down. All right. Oh, there goes McCaffrey up the middle. He gets about 4 yards there. So, yeah, it's going to be first and, but there's a flag on the play. Offensive holding on number. Oh, come on. Jeez. All right, here we go. All right, Brock Purdy's going to look to scramble to his left end, gets pushed out of bounds about 5 yards at the San Francisco 34. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Great scramble, but not, he didn't have nobody out there. So there's that one. All right, they got to go here. All right. Shotgun formation. They got to have a 4 receiver set. They're going to widen out. And here he's going to look. He's looking. He steps up. He's going to fire deep to Pearsall. Pearsall catches it. 20-yard pass play. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Here we go. Got to have it here. He was moving the pocket, and they found Pearsall wide open down the middle. All right, so here we go. Brock Purdy going to look deep, and it's going to be out of bounds. He was blanketed by Broussard down there. So it's going to bring his 2nd and 10 here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, 12 minutes to go here. No defense has not stopped here. All right. Here's Robertson up the middle for a 3-yard pass run play. It's going to be 3rd and 7 at the 46-yard line. All right, we're under 12 minutes, 11 minutes here. All right, here we go. All right, Brock Purdy, the shotgun formation is going to look, and it's going to be incompleted. Jennings was wide open, but the hand got in his face. So it's going to be 4th and 7. All right, what are they going to do here? All right, let's see what they're going to do here. 4th and 7. And he's going to punt here. All right, here we go. Here's the punt, and they're going to fair catch it here about to the 11-yard line. So Chicago's going to have a chance to take the lead here. Morstead goes to sprint down the field. Oh, geez, here we go. All right, let's see what they got here. Oh, kind of going to be interesting now. Oh, Lordy. Let's hold the phones here. We talked about this. What are they going to do here? Oh, this is going to be it's going to be interesting the way that I think it's going to be close. I don't know what they're going to do here, but if the 49ers have made a big mistake right there, Bears has got to come back. The Bears could come back in here, but the 49ers got 2 more chances. Let's see what the Bears can make a long run here, can make it really tight. You know, if they run the clock, let's see what they got here on this. I just want to see how many minutes they got. Not too many more possessions for the 49ers so far. Maybe they have like 2 more. Maybe Chicago has 1. We'll see what happens after the break. But you never know what's actually gonna happen off of this. So this could be really tight, is what I'm thinking. Or you never know, but the 49ers way they've been driving that last drive really didn't do much. So there we go. I'm gonna take me a little sip of Dr. Pepper. So hang on 1 second here. Eat me some M&Ms. M&M chocolate. That's actually good. The Winter Olympics starts February 6th. So there we go, that one. So February 6th, there'll be the Olympics. Winter Olympics will come on. There goes Williams to the passing to the short to burn. That's going to be a 25-yard pickup. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 36-yard line. Man, under 10:41 to go. Come on, Niners. Let's go. Come on. Got to pick it up, defense. I know they haven't been doing much this year, but you got to step it up here. Come on, D. Got to step it up a little bit more. All right, here's the run. Caleb Williams going to run. Here comes the blitz, and he missed them, and he's just going to run out of bounds. The 49ers had him. They let him go, but they pushed him out of bounds for 2nd and 7. So just let everybody know, my name is Brian Pettit, and I'm doing the 49ers Chicago Bears reaction thing. We are actually on Tiger Stripes Media, Pinsman Sports, and Ralph RW Media. Come over to my side and subscribe to my channel. We're all in one happy little network with the Sports Nuts. And there goes a running back for 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 of the Bears. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Let's see what we got here. Caleb Williams under center. Caleb Williams under center. He's going to take off, go up the middle. That's a 3-yard 3-yard run here. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 48 of the Bears. They're starting to drive here. Come on. Bears made a stop. Now the 49ers have got to make the stop here. So far, 49ers with 28 first downs and Chicago with 19. They got to go. It's under 9 minutes to go. All right, come on. Williams under center. He's going to look. He's going to throw a deep pass to the left side. And it's going to be caught down at the 20-yard line of San Francisco. Loveland. Good pass play there. That's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20 with 8 minutes to go. Didn't see this one. High-scoring game, 35-35. 8 minutes to go. Loveland made a nice pass. Loveland on the day has 77 yards. And 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that's going to be a delay of game right there. That's going to be a delay of game. They never got it off, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. They're going to start at the 25-yard lines. But as you know, the Bears can pass on the 49ers. So there's that. Yep, that was 0-0. Law looked at him. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 15 at the 25-yard line. They're going to check off here. They're going to hand it to the running back. He's going to go right up the middle for 4 yards. Jeez. Gain a 4 on that one. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what they do here. The Bears could take the lead, and they will have the lead right here if they do. I think they had the lead on the... They haven't had the lead yet. They've been trying to catch it up, but they are up now. All right. Williams back to passing. There's a good defensive coverage, but they're still going to come up short. 2nd and 11. There's a flag on the play. And this one is going to be unstephanie roughness against the 49ers. That's going to put him at the 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Are you Can't do that. Why? My goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is what mistakes happen right here. This is what costs the game. If you're not really, this is what costs the game here. Oh, come on. Here's a pass play to McLovin, and that's 2 games. Here's that one. All right. 2nd and goal here. Williams is going to pass it. Oh, and he's just going to. What was that? What was that? Don't understand what that one was. All right, here we go. All right. Shotgun formation. Williams looks like he's going to short it, and it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and goal at the San Francisco 11. He just threw that one. The time clock was running down. He looks and he throws it to the middle. Couldn't find any of that. He just overshoots them, and the 49ers had a good opportunity right there to he had him right there in his hands, and he couldn't do it. That's going to bring up a field goal for the 49ers. And they're going to try for a field goal for a 29-yard. Here comes the lead for the Chicago, and it's up. It is good. So the 29-yard field goal makes it 38-35 with 5 minutes to go. And the 49ers could have a chance to actually take this game and to win it. Oh. So we'll see what this one's coming up with here. Oh, boy, it's coming down. You remember the 49ers still have, I think, 3 timeouts. The Bears have 3. So it's going to come down real tight here right now. So we'll just see what happens here. As we know, this is going to be a crazy 5 minutes to go here. Under 5:30 to go. So hold your. I mean, this is when actually, this is when you actually kind of hold your breath and you kind of get nervous and you kind of go crazy. This is when it happens at this time of day. So anyway, here. No. So. All right, let me go back to this here. Okay. I was going to talk about this, but I got distracted here. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to go over in a little bit here. We're going to go over some of the we're going to go over positions here. The 2026 Pro Bowl game, AFC offside first time Pro Bowlers selecting. So we'll go over that. Just a couple of names that you might hear, and then we'll go over the defense and the offense for both AFC and the NFC. So we might just go over that. Just maybe hit it. I don't know, but if anybody's hasn't heard, there's some names on that roster. Here's Sky Moore. He's going to drop and pick it up at the 10. He's going to go to the 20, and he's just going to drop at the 25-yard line. Also, George Pickens out of Dallas has made the 2026 Pro Bowl game. That is all, that he'll be there. St. Brown out of Detroit, he'll be making the Pro Bowl this year as the 2016. Here goes McCaffrey up to the right, to the left side, gets about to almost to the 30-yard line of the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be 2nd and 6. So here's that one. It's going to be 2nd and 6. All right, here we go. Brock Purdy looked like it's going to be a pass here. He's going to look, scrambles. It's going to be incomplete to McCaffrey. A good defensive there by the Chicago Bears. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the San Francisco 29. Got to do something here. Got to do something. All right, 3rd and 6. Big play here. Big play here. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Brock Purdy back to pass. He's going to look. He's going to scramble. Steps up. He's going to pass it to move the chains under 4:19 to go. Still the clock is moving. First down. San Francisco at the 36-yard line. They got to pick it up here. All right, here we go. Oh boy, kind of getting a little nervous here. McCaffrey picks it up again here. Only gets about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line. 4 plays, 14 minutes under one. So far, 1 minute 26 seconds. Under 3:40 to go in the fourth. 38-35. Bears lead by 3. Oh boy, here we go. Man in motion. Brock's going to look. He's going to throw it, and he just drops it. But there's a penalty, and there's going to be use of hands, 5-yard penalty enforced at the 39-yard line, no play. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's a big penalty there. So that's going to get, that's a big penalty. 3 minutes and 14 minutes off on the clock in the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. All right, Brock Purdy is going to look to pass here. He's going to give McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the 50, at the 40, and inside the 40-yard line. Big run there, an 18-yard pickup with 3:04 to go. First down at the 38-yard line. Wow, what a big run for that one is. All right, here we go. Brock just looks and comes back the other way. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. They're going to hand it off from Robertson, nothing there, no gain. Bring up 2nd and 10 with the 38-yard line. All right, here we go. All right. All right. Brock Purdy back to pass. Wide open Jennings. Jennings at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Holy cow. That's what we're looking for right there.
Touchdown!
Brock Purdy to a deep pass to Jennings, 38 yards, touchdown. It took 7 minutes off the clock, and the kick is up. That was a good run right there for the 49ers. A big touchdown. Gives them the lead of 41. Here's the kick. The kick is good. 42 to 28 now. With 2 minutes to go, now the defense has got to rebuild. A big stop right there for the. Now they need to do good job here. So yeah, big extra point right here. All right, there we go. Big time right there. All right, they have to score. All right, to Chicago to win, they have to get 7 points to win here. They got to get 7 points. So here we go. It's going to come down to these last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes of this game here. So can the defense of the 49ers that have looked shaky all night tonight, can they make a big stop right here? They made a stop a while ago to give them in a field goal position, but can they make a big stop now with 2:05, 2:15 to go? Both teams have 3 timeouts. So in reality, they have 4 timeouts apiece. So we're going to see what they can do here. So here we go. Let's see here. All right, we're going to get back in here. All right, here we go. Oh, it's going to be fun here. Some of the scores in the basketball, men's college basketball school board. Gonzaga beat Pepperdine 96-56. Winthrop lost to Texas Tech 87-54, and that was today. On the women's side today, we got a bunch of scores. I think we got a couple of scores on that one. For the women's college basketball school board, UCLA beat Ohio State 82-75. Vanderbilt beat Stonehill 109-50. Some of that one. South Carolina Gamecocks 96 to Providence 55. Kentucky won today by 42, and that's just some of the things here. Iowa beat Penn State 99-76, and that was the women's basketball scores. Some of the women's basketball scores, so yeah, we can cover all that too. Here we go. Williams. And here we go. All right. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, fourth quarter. They need to get a touchdown to win here. I reckon let's see what they can do here. They're going to hand it off to Swift up the middle, and he's going to gain 5, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. And here's the 2 minute play clock. So that's one timeout. Great run right there. He definitely gets 5 yards off of that one. Come on now, let's go. Got to step up here. The defense is calling out for defense. The crowd's going nuts over defense here. Got to stop him here. Watch out for the run. I would watch out for the pass play right here. Williams can pass on it. Final 2 minutes. Here we go. Buckle up, boys and girls. Buckle it up. And this is going to get tight right here. After the game, we'll do a little bit of, I'm going to have to get out of here because I got to get up early in the morning. So when this game's over, we'll have about 5 minutes to go. Please subscribe to Triber Strikes Media, also to Pinsman Sports, RW Ralph Williams. Ralph, really appreciate you coming in here and helping me in the first half with all your things here. Also, the Sports Nuts, thanks for coming in here. Everybody that's coming in here, there's 60 people on X. Please come over here or subscribe to my channel. Also, hit me up on X too. Hit my follow button. I really want to get up there. We just do this for fun. We cover small schools. We cover about, anything that you might want to. You can shoot us a text message, not a text message, but you can send us a message. We'll get back to you what you want to cover. If you have any guests that you want to see come on there, tell one of us. We try to do a good job, of what we're trying to do here. So, everything like that. So we really appreciate everybody coming in tonight. We really do. So, but really had a good time here. Hopefully the 49ers can actually win this game. I'm a big 49er fan, Clemson fan. So just letting everybody know where I'm doing here. So just let everybody know. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. So far, the biggest night, whoever wins will give out the game winning award here so far. All right, 2 minutes to go. No coaches challenge allowed in the last 2 minutes. Remember that. No coaches challenge. So everything kind of come to the home stadium. Chicago Bears, 2005, 6 game with trailing in the final 2 minutes of fourth quarter most of the season. And the crowd's got to get up to it now. All right, here we go. All right, we're up here. Shotgun formation. Defense is shifting. Williams back to pass. Pressure's under there, and it's going to be incomplete to Swift. And it's going to be, here's a flag. And it's going to be holding, defensive holding. Foul, defensive holding, 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up 1st and 5. Oh, that hurts. Can't do that, 49ers. Come on. Oh, my. Jeez, come on. All right, shotgun formation. Two to the left. No receivers to the right. Here's Williams, back to pass. Here comes the defense, and it's going to be batted up in the air, incompleted. Big Paul there by Clemens. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line with 1 minute to go, with 1:55 to go in the 4th. 49ers up 42-38. Got to go here. All right, shotgun formation. Caleb's going to get the ball. He's going to look. He's going to look. He's going to pass it to the right to Swift. Swift picks up 6 yards, make it 3rd and 4 at the 49-yard line. Here we go. And a timeout by the 49ers with 1:24 to go in the 4th. Crucial 3rd down for Chicago Bears here. What do you go for it? Yeah, I'd go for it if it's 4th down. Come on. What are you everybody thinking? That's a good little pass there. Yeah, there we go. A little confusion on that defense. I would definitely watch Caleb Williams right here to run the ball here. Or a little dump pass over to the side. I'd really watch out for that. Kind of getting kind of nervous here. All right, here we go. Big play right here. All right, here we go. 4th down. All right, Caleb Williams in the backs. Here he goes. 3rd and 4. Here comes Caleb. He's going to look like he's going to pass. No, he's going to take off to the left. He's going to get that 1st down and more, and he's going to get about 1 more yard. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard of San Francisco. Remember, they need a touchdown here. Defense can't stop him here. All right, here we go. All right. Shotgun formation. Williams going to look. He's going to pass here. Looks to his right. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, he had the guy open to Loveland. And that's going to be incompleted there. That was a tight end there. Here we go. 1:13 to go. 3rd and 10. They're going to go shotgun formation. Williams back to pass. Deep to to one of the receivers, and it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line. Threw it in double coverage. Can't get it there. That was to their tight end. So at 3 with 1:09 to go, 3rd and 10, 2 more possessions here. Let's see what they got here. Come on, defense. You got to step it up here. Come on. Let's go. Come on, defense. Third and 10. Shotgun formation. He's going to look to his right. He's going to pass to the right. Burton's open. He's going to make a cut. Burton at the 30-yard line. First down at the San Francisco 31-yard line. First down, Bears. Still 3 timeouts left. A minute. You got to go. You got to timeout. Why are the Bears taking too much time? Here's Williams back to pass. It's going to drop at the 30, 20, almost the 25-yard line. Timeout with 40 seconds to 39 to go. 2nd and 5. They got to score a touchdown to win it. You can't have a field goal here. Jeez. Defense has no rush attack for the Bears right now. San Francisco's been, I don't even think they've had any sacks but 1. They got to get to it. You can't do nothing here. All right, 38-42, San Francisco leads. Shotgun formation. Williams looks like he's going to throw it short. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 5 at the 26-yard line of San Francisco. 46 under, but there's the pressure. So it's going to be with 36 seconds left, 3rd and 5. Watch out for Caleb Williams to run it. He's going to run it to one side to the other. Jeez. Or he's going to pass it. Defense was all over that play. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, 36 seconds left. Caleb gets the snap. He's going to look, and it's going to be incomplete. Brings up 4th and 5 at the 26-yard line. They're going to have to go for it here. Good stop by the defense, and it's just going to be incompleted. Had his hands on the ball here. So what are they going to do now? 33 seconds left. Timeout. Chicago. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be a good game here. With 33 seconds left, 4th and 5, San Francisco. Now they got 1 timeout left. This is what you want right here. This is what you need right here. This is it right here. Oh, my. Oh, boy. Let's see what happens here. 42 to 28. You got to go for the touchdown. Got to go for the touchdown here. Let's see what they do here. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. 4th and 5. Here we go. All right, they're going to draw up the play here. Watch the run or watch the dump-off pass here. Definitely Caleb Williams here. Put a spy on him here. Watch it, Loveland. 4th down here. They're bringing the house. The 49ers are bringing the house. Shotgun formation. Caleb's going to look. He's going to pass it. It's going to be complete to Loveland. And it's going to bring inside the 13. One timeout left. Timeout Chicago with 25 seconds left. Oh, come on. Oh, why are you doing this? You had the timeout here. What are you doing, 49ers? No defensive rush. They came all out and everybody was open. This could be the season. This is not the season, but geez. Oh, my goodness. Come on. What are you thinking? 1st and 10. No timeouts. San Francisco got timeouts. 26 seconds left. You got to do something. Caleb Williams in shotgun formation. And it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. He did a short pass, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line. The blitz was on, and he just throws that one completely out of bounds. So that one's incompleted. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line. 21 seconds to go. Remember, they cannot take a sack here, and the game would be over. San Francisco with 2 timeouts left. Oh, here we go. All right, Caleb Williams. All right, here we go. Caleb pass is going to be incomplete. Switches it. Going to bring in the first down. And Swift's got the first down with 2 seconds left. With 2 seconds left, they're going to spike the ball with 2 seconds left here. Timeout. 4 seconds left. Spikes the ball here. Oh, my goodness. Loveland, what happened is Caleb Williams short pass to Loveland, and then Loveland pitched it lateral back to Swift, and that gave 8 yards on the play. Now, Williams got to the ball, spiked the ball with 4 seconds left. And here we go. It's going to be 2nd and goal with 4 seconds left here. Caleb Williams looks to pass. He's looking, scrambling. Incompleted there. And he's still looking. Incomplete. The 49ers win. Oh, my goodness. The 49ers have won it. A scramble into the game. The Bears 38, 49ers 42. Wow. What a game. Holy cow. Burden on the play is hurt right now. Wow, what a game. Comes down to the last second. Wow. We're going to play. They're going to have to play Seattle next week for the number 1 spot. Wow. And I'm going to say it here right now. If they win, if the 49ers win against the Seahawks next weekend, then the 49ers will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and they will have, if they make it through the playoffs, they will have it all the way through the playoffs and to the Super Bowl. They will not have to leave home until next year in August when they start it up again. So we will see if that happens next week. If they do lose to Seattle Seahawks, then they will have to play at least some games at home. Away. But he just couldn't get enough on it. And that is the final. Chicago Bears 38, your San Francisco 49ers 42. It brings the Bears 11-5 and San Francisco 12-4, and that is the wrap up for this show. Some of the highlights, I don't know where to begin here. Williams on the night. Caleb Williams on the night. 25 for 42 for 330 yards. 2 touchdowns, no interception. Brock Purdy on the night. 34 for 33 yards, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And it should have not have been in close because they turned that one in. McCaffrey, 23 of 140 yards, average 6.1. Persall led all receptions tonight with 8 receptions with 58 yards on the other side, But here's some final stats, and we'll just get out of here real quick here. Some of the team stats here. Chicago with 26 first downs, third down conversions, 6 for 12. Total net yards, 440. Offensive plays, 64 plays. Average gain, 6.9. Rushing net yards, 110 yards. Passing net yards, 330. Penalties, 739. They had no turnovers. They punted for 3 for average 58.7. 5 touchdowns. They went 1 for 1. Time possession 26.27. And also now the 49ers team stats here. 49ers had 32 first downs. They went 7 to 10 for third down. Total net yards was 495, almost 500 yards. Total plays, 68 plays. Their average gain was 7.3. Rushing yards, 200. Passing was 296. 5 penalties for 55 yards. And 1 turnover, the big turnover they had in the very beginning, where Brock Purdy delivered a interception to INT, and that led to one of their scores. They had 2 punts for 40 yards. They had 6 touchdowns, no field goals. Time possession, 33 minutes and 33 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Pettit, and I do Tiger Stripes Media. I'll be on the Sports Nuts coming next year. Also, follow these guys. Follow at 24TS Media on YouTube, Pensman Sports on YouTube, and Ralph RW Media, and also on the Sports Nuts. You can find us on all the platforms you can. I want to say one last thing is, have a good night. And these are my 3 things saying, be kind, be safe, and let me say that again here. Be kind, be safe, and love each other. So I really appreciate it. And good night, everybody.